All right, guys. Let me figure out how this works. It's my first time using freaking StreamYard. Just a second here. I got a friend coming in a little bit because apparently he's inquiring into orthodoxy. And one second here. Yeah, so I got a friend who's inquiring into orthodoxy, and he's Roman Catholic, and he's got questions. So this stream is really for him. Whenever he's done with whatever he's doing, he can pop in. Meanwhile, any of you can call in. Okay, I'm looking for people who are Protestants, evangelical tards. Here we go. There he is.
All right, you have a good one.
What up, boy? How did you not see me at St. Andrews?
I mean, I don't know. I must have ran past you or something, man.
Were you at the hall? Like, were you eating?
I was quickly went out the hall and then ate outside near like one of like the burnt chairs.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I was there after the liturgy because I went to my old church, and then I went there. The guy at the icon store recognized me, so I was like, "Shit, I gotta go." But I was there to see Father Jason. You met Father Jason over there?
Not sure if I did.
Yeah, there's like three priests. So there's like Father Thomas Hernandez, Father Jason, and then Father Josiah. Father Josiah was giving a tour of the church because there were so many people there.
He was giving a tour, so I could have went to that tour possibly.
Oh, it was right after liturgy. I got there when he was giving a tour of the.
Dang, I could have gotten a tour maybe.
Yeah. How'd you like that?
Well, I've spoken much on the church, but I was like, you know what? Let's pay them a visit, see what's up, because I keep hearing a lot from my professor. God bless him, and I keep hearing a lot just from the fellow Ortho bros. And as a practicing Catholic as myself, I wanted to see what's up, and also because the parish is pretty far from where I live. Right now, I'm visiting a family member, so it wasn't that far off, and
Gotcha.
I just wanted to make the quick drive to see what was up, what's going on.
Mm-hmm. I appreciate you giving it a chance. Jay Will says, "What a small world y'all went to." Yeah, that day I request off from my priest because I went to San Bernardino for my old parish. I want to go say hi to my priest there. I haven't seen him for a long time. And then after that, I was like, okay, I got to go say hi to Father Jason because that guy helped me so much during my catechesis. And now I'm in deacon school. I got to let him know about that. And I went over there. He actually already left. And I met a bunch of other people I knew, and a bunch of people recognized me from YouTube. And I bought, a few icons just to support the parish. I always do that whenever I visit a church. Yeah, but so I didn't see you. And then that night, you're like, oh, I got some objections that Roman Catholics are trying to keep me. And
Yeah.
you want those answers. So I got the streams here so people can also see this. And then I was like, wait, you were at St. Andrews today?
Yeah, I was just saying Andrews that one day. And I was just trying to wonder about the faith. I mean, yeah, because before that, I sent you that text. I had not really, got to fully, I guess, speak to some sound Catholics, and it's kind of been really like up and down. So yeah, what's up? What did you want to discuss specifically? Like the message I sent you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me look back what I sent you.
Yeah. So, but let me tell the audience. By the way, any of you call in anytime, especially people who disagree. Okay, people who are evangelical nutcases. And by the way, if you guys seen my post, the guy who made the Virgin Mary into a demon in the thumbnail, he went on Alex Soren last night and debated him and Nikolai, and we might watch that in a little bit. No, this is not Nikolai. This is a Mexican dude. Drop link. Oh, I'm sorry, Spanish. Sorry about that. How do I ping this message? Is it pinged down? Yeah, it is.
Let me fix my laptop.
Nikolai in Mexico. Give me 1 second because I gotta make sure that the link is in the chat so people can call in. Sorry, this is my first time freaking.
Nikolai in Mexico. These people are on.
Yeah, this is like my first time using this. Is the message pinged? Yeah, it is pinged now. There you go. Now you guys can call in. In tortillas. Okay. Anyways, you're talking about Jay Well's profile picture. I don't know, dude. What's Jay Well's profile? No, Jay Well just look cringe like that. Anyways, so all these Roman tards, Latin scums, what are they trying to say?
Oh, hey, well, my Catholic brothers, right? Because I still haven't left the faith. I'm just really,
I got a lot of my best friends are Roman Catholics, but they don't. It's not like they don't really care about this stuff. And I'm just because you have to understand. Once you are, yes, he's not going to do anything. He's going to accept that. But anyways, so I don't have a problem with people who are simply Roman Catholics. I just like once you're involved in the online sphere, you kind of have to. For the show business, right?
It's like Clip Farm. I mean, yeah, I think I understand that. You know, I think with Jay, I like when I watch Jay, it's kind of significant to see just how the conversations can go.
Yeah.
Okay, so for the show, all right, got it. So, what are they telling me? Well, an objection my very, very close friend showed me, which I think was a convincing argument, and showed me I should definitely study the early church more, was the Pope St. Leo quote I showed you. Mm-hmm. You know which one I'm talking about?
Oh, you didn't send me that.
I think I sent you that one. Did I not?
You didn't send me any quote.
Yeah, I'll show you the quote. I can show you the quote my friend sent. But here is pretty much the quote. There it is. For I could figure out how to.
Okay, the quote by St. Leo. Okay, I think I've seen this. It says, "In this sea, his power lives on and his authority reigns supreme. So great is the firmness with which it has been divinely fortified that no heretical depravity can ever corrupt it and no pagan faithlessness overcome it." So immediately there, I mean, when you read this, tell me what do you get out of this phrase?
I was given a good argument for, I believe, supremacy.
Okay, so let's read this again. So great the firmness with which it has been divinely fortified, with no heretical depravity can ever corrupt it. Right?
In which, yeah.
Okay, so if the interpretation of this quote is that the Roman pontiff is supreme and incorruptible, how do you explain the synod, the council deposing Vigilius and Honorius?
I don't have a direct answer on that because I guess I'm not well versed in the church history, hence why I'm now looking to hear more from the Orthodox perspective.
I'll tell you what the point is. The point is if he's saying that the see of Rome, especially that one successor, referring to the Pope, will not be corrupted, okay, then how were there heretical popes who were deposed?
Okay. All right, I'll probably make a note of that. Let me write a notepad. I'm making notepads of things I need to study and work on, at least from both perspectives.
This is Ibarra level quote mine. Yes, it is.
Okay. So you're saying heretical popes disprove this quote?
Yeah, I mean, isn't that what this quote is implying?
Reread it. Ping. And then also, I think I sent you the objections, right? I think that goes hand in hand, right? Remember the objections I sent you that my friend helped
the objection you sent me.
I thought they were pretty good. I thought they were pretty sound, actually.
The objection?
Yeah, the objection where it said, I think you disagreed with them on the spot, but
okay. No, hold on. But let me finish this. Not only the ruler but the see, but the primate of all bishops. Okay. That's funny because Pope Saint Leo literally submitted to the councils, so he can't be over the councils when he submits to the council. Doesn't make any sense. Okay, so you want to read us the objection that from whatever you sent?
The objections.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought they're pretty solid. So objection: according to Canon 7, Council Ephesus, composing a different faith anathematizes you, right? Orthodox claim adding the filioque to the creed violates this council canon. So the reply to objection: number one, Council of Florence, Session 8, the Greeks agreed the filioque was added illicitly. Number two, the council was intended to guard against different beliefs. We see this because
let's go with one. Council of Florence, Session 8, the Greeks agreed that FQ was added illicitly. That doesn't mean anything. Now the big so if you study Florence, it's one of the most complicated cases in church history.
Right.
And Roman Catholics love to go to Florence because the rhetoric is that, well, the Greeks agreed. First of all, no, not all the Greeks agreed. Very prominent figure, which is a saint in our church, his name is Saint Mark of Ephesus, did not agree to the council. And he was treated horribly and threatened by the Pope for not doing so. And the reason, if you study his historical background, the Greeks did this was because of Constantinople being endangered. And I think it's Constantine the 14th. He said, or no, is it Constantine the 12th, the last emperor? He told the Greeks to do whatever they can to obtain help from Rome against the Ottomans. That was the context. Something unexpected also happened at the Council of Florence. The ecumenical patriarch died there. So it was just not a very good situation as background. And a lot of the Greeks just wanted to leave. And then the Pope was trying to say, well, just sign it, then you can leave. No, I'm not letting you leave unless you sign it. He's not forcing it onto them. Okay, but the two had political agenda there. Is that we want the Greeks to sign it, and then we'll help. They'll get the military alliance. That's one. Two, okay, that's again not all the Greeks signed it, and it was immediately rejected by the Greeks back home. Okay, because they're emissaries, and there's some bishops. It was immediately rejected by all Greeks, pretty much all Greeks back home. And all the other seats that are Orthodoxy, all of them rejected it.
Okay. Not to be a sophist, I appreciate you giving your time, but could you give a syllogism on why the filioque is false? Perhaps, or is there anyone who's made a syllogism that you could show us or to the stream?
I mean, what syllogism do you want specifically?
What do you think?
Let me ask you this, but to finish my last point.
Theologically.
They have a wrong understanding of Orthodox ecclesiology. They think the ecumenical patriarch is our Pope. No, he's not. He is one bishop among many bishops. Okay.
Yeah, first among equals, right?
If he would go back in communion with Rome today, like he wants to do, the entire church will excommunicate him, and they have the power to do so. So the entire church has to accept the council as teaching before it's deemed authoritative. And in the case of Florence, that's not the case. But to your question, why the filioque is
false theologically?
Okay. So what do you think the filioque is?
I believe it's an explanation on, well, from what I've been told and what I originally been kind of resonating with was that the Spirit spirates from the Father and the Son. And I'm pretty sure that I was being told it was not an add-on, it was always there. But then I'm being shown evidence for both sides, and I'm pretty confused at the moment.
So first of all, nothing like that was added. So what do you mean by spirate?
No, as in like the Father, no, as in the Spirit proceeds from the Father and the Son, as in like, and something Inquiring Truth has kind of shown me, Inquiring Truth is that he's been showing me like, the filioque is meant to say like, that the Spirit spirates from the Father and the Son.
Okay, so I'll break it down for you. So which council defined the Trinity for Christians?
Council of Nicaea?
No. It's the Second Ecumenical Council of Constantinople.
Really? Okay, let
Yes.
me Google this.
So the Council of Nicaea, why was the Council of Nicaea called?
Not. Can you remind me, please? Give me a history lesson.
The Council of Nicaea was called to refute a group of heretics called the Arians.
Oh, Arian. Yeah, they're fighting Arianism. Okay.
And here's the thing. What did the Arians reject? The divinity of Christ.
Divinity of Christ. They were.
That's why the creed is there. We can say, yes, the creed, we believe, teach the Trinity, but that's not the main point of the council. The point of that council was to do two things. One is to affirm the divinity of Christ, that he is truly man and truly God. Okay? And it's also there to organize a universal Christian creed that cannot be changed. That's the purpose of that council.
Okay.
Now, to fully define the Trinity, okay, would be the Second Ecumenical Council.
Fully define it. So
To
what
fully
was?
define.
So how come when I Google it? I'm sorry if this is low tier, but how come when I Google it, it shows Council of Nicaea?
Google's retarded.
Okay.
So
I'll grant you that.
So why is it the Second Ecumenical Council that defines the Trinity? Because they gave definition to the right belief of the Holy Spirit. The Trinity cannot exist without the Holy Spirit. So what the fathers universally, okay, Gregory the Nazianist, Gregory of Nyssa, and St. Basil the Great, what they all taught about each person of the Trinity, there's three persons in the Trinity, is that three persons of the Trinity shares one divine essence. Okay, this everybody agrees, by the way. But the hypostatic property of each person is unique to that person and cannot be shared. What is the hypostatic property of the Father? Is that he is the one principal cause.
The minority, right?
Yeah. What is the hypostatic property of the Son? He is the one that is begotten. What is the hypostatic principle of the Spirit? He is proceeded. Those three things are hypostatic properties unique to each person of the Trinity, which distinct them, and they cannot be shared. Okay? So therefore, when Augustine on De Trinitate talks about relations of, quote, opposition, he's not talking about the later scholastic idea of relation of opposition, because the scholastic, the Thomists, they reduce God to pure essence. So God also equals relation. That's another problem that probably don't have to talk about tonight. But the issue is what he was talking about by opposition is also that not necessarily that these relationships have to directly oppose each other, but they cannot be shared. That's what he was emphasizing in our interpretation. So we don't believe that Augustine taught the filioque. I know people like Craig Trullia would try to concede that, but I think it's stupid. And I think most people would agree with me that it's stupid. But anyways, so that's how the council defined the Trinity and each person of the Trinity. Okay. Now, what is the filioque according to Roman Catholic dogma? The filioque defined at the Council of Florence, okay, and the Council of Lyons is what? Father and Son are together actually one principle, which is the cause. Does that sound like what the Cappadocians taught? No. They mixed the Father and the Son to one principle of cause, which begets the Holy Spirit. That is not what the Orthodox Fathers taught. That is why we disagree with the filioque. We do not disagree with the statement that the Spirit, in some ways, proceeds from the Son as well. If you read the Cappadocians, you will find numerous language saying the Son is begotten from the Father, the Spirit is proceeded from the Father through the Son. you will hear numerous statements saying that. That does not mean what Florence and Lyons taught, that the Spirit, that the Son and Father is together is one principle. That sends the Holy Spirit.
Got it.
That's what diminished the Holy Spirit. It's not just, you see on Google, they have this triangle that's tilted over. No, the Roman Catholics, they don't even have the triangle. I'll show you. I'll draw it for you. So, Jesus Christ, I got so much crap on my, here. I mean, there, I got a blank piece of paper here. So what you'll see
Must I hear?
on the internet a lot. What?
Okay, I was wondering if you could hear me still.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let me just draw this for you. And a lot of you could even disagree with me, but I think this is a fair assessment of what the Roman Catholics believe. So they'll say that we believe in monarchical Trinitarianism, which is this: Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, right? You've seen this diagram before.
Mhm.
You must have. And they say the Roman Catholics simply does this: Father, Son, Holy Spirit on the bottom. I have a better version of what the Roman Catholics actually believe. It's actually this: Father, Son, Holy Spirit. This is what the Roman Catholics believe. Okay? That's why we disagree with it. And that's why a lot of people get really frustrated. And people like Jay Dyer gets really frustrated when people come with like no understanding of this issue. They just think it's about language proceeding from the Son. No, that's not the case.
Okay, so it's not just a translation error, because what I was also taught was it's a translation error.
The Eastern Catholics will try to tell you this, and the modern Roman Catholics will tell you that this is translation error. Pope Leo III literally rejected the Filioque. So
because Mark didn't sign, right?
Yeah, well, he marked it in a really shiny sign, and he put it outside in Greek and Latin. So why would he do that if it's just a translation? Or they will say it's not a translation, it's just another way to say it. No, it's not. Okay. Let me read some of your chat while you think about our questions. Let's see. Chat GPT help them out.
No. This isn't chat.
No. This is people.
The chat. I think someone said in chat, like, it's like, no.
Kavi says exactly. They were trying to save the city from the Turks. Akakis says didn't give. They also, yes, this is also true. When the Greek delegation were at Rome, they didn't give them housing, food, and money, and they were leaving. They were trying to starve the Greek fathers. Is Chut the Builder based or heretic? He's a heretic. I mean, that's clear as day. He's retard spurg that needs to repent and mental. He's a retard spurg that needs to repent and seek mental help. Yeah, exactly. But I hope that he's not convicted unjustly. That's fucked up. End of discussion. Exactly. Nicaea, Jesus because of Arianism, and Constantinople, Holy Spirit because of Macedonianism. Yes. Chaotic nature of fractals in perhaps, yeah, I don't know what that is. Anyways, Get Rex Scrub says studying the double pendulum reveals inevitable uniqueness that cannot be accounted for or avoided. Hypostasis is unavoidable, as any process cannot be identical to another. Exactly. If that's the case, that person actually lose his distinction. You're not going to be able to distinct a person.
Okay. And then, so is any, from what I keep hearing is I hear objections from both sides. Are you arguing that the Orthodox positions need to be way more consistent? Because I thought I heard a good argument for the Catholic way, for the Filioque way. And also, so if the Orthodox position is more consistent, why did the Eastern Church enter in communion with Rome? Like, how did this happen? Like, if you could remind me, like, what influenced the Ukrainian Catholic? You know how these are the Byzantine Catholics?
Oh, okay. So a lot of them. So when you say Byzantine Catholics, you're talking about the Melkites. So they're called Greek Catholics. So they were a bunch of heretics. They were pretty much a few bishops who were ecumenists, who believes exactly what Sam Shamoun believes, who just decided to schism and went their own way, pretty much.
What does Sam Shamoun believe? From what I know, he's.
He believes every single, all the churches are one church. They're just divided. He thinks Oriental, Eastern Orthodox, Roman Catholic, and the Syrian Church of the East all profess the same faith. That's demonstrably false.
Okay, and then a follow-up question. So, to your advice to anyone out there or Roman Catholics inquiring other stuff, why should they not be Oriental Orthodox? Is it just because they're Miaphysites? What's your strongest argument?
I'm not the best source for Miaphysitism. I don't think even Nikolai is. That one you have to ask Dyer or Han.
Dyer Han, okay.
But essentially, my understanding is if you become a Monophysite, or I mean, it's just the umbrella term. I know they call themselves Miaphysites. You lose the proper way to distinct the persons in nature. That's my understanding.
So it's because like a failed Trinity, basically.
No, it's like they're going to eventually, once they get into deeper theological distinctions, they're going to have issues. That's just my understanding. I am not an expert on that issue. Craig Trulli also has done very good work on that. I have a lot of friends I just made a lot of friends from the Orientals. Because one day they all came to my church and I was chanting. It's a Serbian church. And I was chanting in Arabic, and then we just all became friends. So I don't have much problems with them. I know we profess different stuff, and this is a good point to show how bad faith the ecumenical patriarch is. Because honestly, guys, like you guys can disagree with me on this in the chat. Now, if the ecumenical patriarch, we have 4 generations of total moron patriarchs in Constantinople now, but let me ask you guys, if the ecumenical patriarch dedicated all this time that they spent BSing with the Roman Catholics on reunion with or coming to a solution of the Orientals, I think that we already be in a communion. I'm just saying. Okay. I'm not hostile towards Orientals, and most of them have not been hostile towards me. I know, like with the online sphere, they don't get along. My rule is I'm not going to jump the gun on anything like that unless you attack me personally. I'm not going to seek war with you. I don't like to seek fights with people.
Seems
I'm
pretty
not that
fair.
type of person. Okay, so unless you do something personally to me, like they come and attack me, I'm not going to go around and attack people unless people attack my faith directly. Akis says Coptic's origin of the church was a deposed bishop who uncanonically made 69 other bishops. That's also true. They had the Jacobites who were deposed by decree of the emperor, and this is where the lies. Oh, we're persecuted, and they think, and the way they portray is like the persecuted meaning we're like massacring. No, that's not true. The Byzantine emperor just deposed their bishops and installed right-believing bishops. And yet, is that wrong in modern standards in the West? Yeah, probably. But guess what? If you have a theocracy like the Byzantine Empire, it is a duty of the state to keep the right belief of the people. So if you're deposed by the church, you will be removed. And unfortunately, this actually happened to the canonical church many times. But by God's grace, it's actually prevailed. Get Rex Scrub says, I'm a Coptic by baptism, not this week, but I'll be attending Greek Orthodox Church to inquire for conversion. EO is true. Thank you. We have my godmother is Armenian. She grew up in the Armenian faith. Now she's Eastern Orthodox.
Are the Armenians were Orthodox, or are they like
they're Armenian Apostolic or Armenian Orthodox? They're just a part of the Oriental communion as well. And we got another guy, John. He's another Armenian who's converted Oriental Orthodox. And we also have people in our parish that are from Egypt who are Egyptians, but they're Greek Orthodox, because there's actually a Greek Orthodox present in Egypt. So yeah, I mean, they're respectable people. I mean, seriously, the Coptics are respectable people. Unfortunately, we're not in the same faith. I'll say that, but they're respectable people. They're respectable Christians. If you look at the Coptic Orthodox Coptic Christian history during the period that we were in communion, they were very brave people, and I'm never going to say anything bad about that. Okay.
Was there any other topics you're going to cover tonight, or was this kind of like the headline?
Ake says we have some Eritreans and Ethiopians and Indians in my OCA parish. Okay, glory to God. Well, no, I just opened this to you. I'm not going to stay on for that long. If anybody wants to call in, the link is pinged. I prefer if you want a short debate, but if not, so like Tuesdays are like my most busiest freaking days because I got work, meeting, and freaking deacon school.
Okay, got it.
In my eyes, the Father is so pure in my eyes. It's taken a lot to want to convert. Okay, I appreciate that, man. Patriarch of Alexandria, the Father of the Coptic Church. I mean, yeah, absolutely, they were great. My priest, Serbian guy, his patron saint is Saint Macarius the Great. You have any more questions, bro?
Yeah, I do have a question. So
yeah, go ahead.
If you can tell me like now or later in DMs, but could you tell me what church you go to? Would you want to DM me that? Like what church you go to?
Yeah, I'll DM it. Yeah, the reason I don't
too many ops.
No, it's not too many ops. So there are a group of piety bros that they will dox you, and these people they will actually harass your priest if you.
What are piety bros? Like they're just trying to piety signal, or
these people are Orthodox or some are catechumen, but they basically they have this, I don't know, they have this tradition, I guess, where they just go into anybody who's Orthodox YouTuber, and they try to dox them, and they say that you're not Christ-like, and try to get their information, and they'll ask questions. Do you have blessings from your priest to do this? And then if you either way, it's a trap, because if you say yes, they'll ask you who's your priest. They'll ask you all this personal information, and then they will slander you. And somebody just did this to somebody at Father Josiah's church too, which was about it. Yeah, this guy emailed Father Josiah. So this is a guy. He went on Jinbot's channel. He had a debate with a atheist. It was totally chill. And then this guy found out that he went to Father Josiah's church. He wrote a nasty letter about the guy slandering him to Father Josiah's email, and that got escalated. So this is what
what happened to him, if you don't mind sharing?
Father Josiah pretty much had a conversation with this guy, and it's like he's like, well, I just don't be on the internet anymore. It's not. I don't care about what happened. Just don't be on the internet anymore.
All right.
I don't want this drama, but it's so stupid. But they'll absolutely do that. So guys, please don't disclose your parish unless it's in DMs.
I think from now on, I'm not going to share what parish I attend. I'll just say I
mean, you can tell them you go to Father Josiah's parish, because nobody really. I mean, you can't really dox that parish. to be honest with you.
Never heard of that parish. Anyway,
no, that's the parish you went to. That's St. Andrews.
No, I've never heard of it. To be honest, I think I went to a different church.
No, no, that is the parish you just went to. That's St. Andrews.
What was it?
Yeah, it's St. Andrews.
Didn't
you go this weekend?
No, I don't think I went. I think I went to a different parish.
Which parish did you go to?
Let me see. I could DM you the name because I want to watch out for piety bros.
No, but then you said you went to St. Andrews this weekend.
Well, let me see.
All right, anyways.
Oh yeah, is there someone in chat or something?
What?
The father of the oh, sorry, I'm looking at chat so late. I need to read chat more. I feel like I'm disengaging. I don't know if that's disrespectful.
No, you're good.
And then what was I gonna say? Okay, pretty much.
Look, I mean, if you go to like Father Josiah's parish, like, there's no point in doxing it. Like, come on, dude. Who's that stupid to dox Father Josiah's parish? YC, what's up, dude?
I see. Oh no, I was gonna ask you.
Mm-hmm. Give me a second, YC.
So wait, me or him?
No, him.
Okay, what I was gonna ask you was, So with these piety bros, I think this happened to you, right? I think you had to announce you're not an apologist, and you asked for your blessing, and you had a blessing, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Did they end up finding your parish? I'm not trying to put that out there, or
No, they didn't find my parish.
oh my god.
I mean, my bishop's name's already out there. They can go talk to my bishop, but my bishop doesn't care. So,
is this more common in the Orthodox scene, or?
Yeah, it is. There's just I don't know. There's this group of people that does it, and it's really dumb. I had a group of people try to do it on me, and then they went to Mahler's channel to say I'm a catechumen, and he needs the freaking blessing from his priest to do things. That's crazy.
Aren't you not a catechumen? I think
no, I'm not a catechumen, but they would do that. There's like anybody who's mean on the internet. I'm not a mean person. I wasn't even mean to Mahler. Like anybody who debates on who's like a newer guy. I'm not a new guy. I've been doing this channel for almost 2 years. But it's just I didn't really pop off until like that time, a period. So people didn't know who I was. But he is basically anybody who's a freaking guy that they just see that have these conversations. They're all catechumens to these people. Because it's like if you're actually to them, if you're a real Orthodox Christian, you shouldn't be debating. You should be doing like Jedi shit, like whatever you're doing.
Like take like a vow of poverty, or like go dance in the
All
woods.
right, let me get you on here, bro. What up, man?
What's up?
Good, man. What's up? What's on your mind?
What's on your mind?
What's on your mind, bro?
Man, just joining open panels.
Yeah. Are you Orthodox?
Nah.
No.
What are you?
That tomato Mahler is just
I would say I probably lean more in non-denominational than anything.
cool.
Well,
That's cool. Trying to talk. I'm trying to read. He shouldn't have viewers. It makes no sense. Well, so the Mahler thing is something else. So Mahler. So did you guys know? I just found this out, by the way, that JP's channel is actually supposed to be ran by Mahler. Do you guys know that?
I didn't know that. Wait, why is that?
So this is because I have a lot of Mahler defectors in my Discord, and they tell me that when they first set up JP's channel, it was actually supposed to mainly be JP is just the backstage guy, and Mahler's the guy who really, really runs it. And JP started to do a little bit of his own little thing. That's when Mahler created his like true cartel shit. But yeah, that's why they can't. Did you guys just see what happened on Andrew Wilson? He said, I'm going to come on and debate one of the guys. And then he backed out. And then he said, Mahler, I want a gauntlet. I'm going to come in tonight and do a gauntlet. And then he backed out again. And then he told Andrew, he said, "Oh no, I'm no more gauntlet. Actually, let my buddy me and Mahler come on." I was like, "Dude, are you? Why
What's
are
the gauntlet?
you?"
Will they all debate each other, or
I don't know, but it's like, why are you not freaking able to put up your own arguments, dude? Like, you need your handler to be there. Like, after all that smack, how much you guys? Let's do a bet right now. We're gonna do a bet right now.
oh my gosh, I just
No,
remembered all those debates.
We'll do a bet for icon giveaway. Okay. If I lose, I'm gonna do an icon giveaway. Okay. Now, I'm betting that JP Uncut will not show up to debate Alex on Modern Day Debate. I am betting that. He won't do it. Guarantee you. If I'm wrong,
You think he's gonna run?
We'll do an icon giveaway here. What do you guys want?
Yeah,
What's
you have like
a good
Saint
giveaway?
Ignatius, Augustine,
Saint Augustine.
Saint Augustine.
Saint Augustine.
I like saying it's like August.
You'll
Like
take
that.
that icon. What about this? What do you guys think of this?
Who's that? I can't see.
Is that a trading card? What is that?
What do you guys think of this? How about that? But YC, do you know about the online Christian Battle of Three Kingdoms?
No, no, I don't know.
It's basically recently the Orthodox people have gone to war with the evangelicals, and the evangelicals were, every once in a while, the Catholics are like the third wheel, so they try to stab both sides. So right now it's like a battle of Three Kingdom going on Twitter.
Yeah.
So everybody,
so Christians fighting other Christians.
pretty much.
Holy
I
vey.
can't see JP showing up if he has any sense. Well, dude, do you guys understand if JP shows up, what are the ramifications?
Why do I feel like I've seen you before, Counter Dogs?
You've seen me before?
I feel like I've seen you before.
Well, I don't know.
Yo, CounterDocs, I have to do something real quick. I'm not leaving the call, but I have like actually some good questions. I
What
think.
you guys gotta do? But I gotta read some chats right now.
All right, no worries. I'll be back.
Mahler believes his Discord server has divine properties. Yeah, well, because he has elders in there. He has his self-appointed elders in there. I don't understand why Mahler brought on two schismatic priests to condemn behavior. Yeah,
Oh, you know what?
Sweeten and freaking.
What is his?
What was it?
I think I remember. It's I can't remember his channel name.
Need God?
I think so. That sounds really familiar.
Yeah, I was on like Need God.
Like needgod.net or something.
Need Botox? Yes.
Needgod like dot.
Yeah,
Is
dude,
it .net?
Yeah, some shit like that. I mean, this guy. I mean, listen. I said this before. I'm gonna say it again. Just knowing his existence brings shiver down my spine.
Who I'm talking about, or someone else?
No. I'm talking about Need God, Need Botox.
Needgod. Why does it bring a shiver down your spine?
Because his existence is an anomaly. Like it's like I don't know why he exists.
I don't know what that means.
This is a creature from some fucked up universe. I'll put it that way. But anyways, let me read Zarcast. It's probably the reason he brought on, you know what's funny? The two schismatic priests that he brought on would condemn each other.
Am I way louder? I can turn myself down.
Yeah, I would a little bit. JP.
Oh yeah, I'm maxed out. Hold on.
Mahler's minion. Yes, that is true. No,
Okay.
he's retarded. He's intellectually retarded, dude. The Truth Cartel bros rely on working in packs. I joined your Discord yesterday and cooked their second in command, Legend. Oh my god. Legend is another member of the Brooklyn Zoo. Mahler pulled and booted me. Yeah, you should have recorded. You guys, listen. You guys need to record all your conversations. Even you pop in Discord, record that stuff. We need these clips. Y'all remember that stream they did on, oh my god, they go and clip us. And then they made themselves look like idiots. And guess what? You're clipped. You'll take that icon. Well, if I win, you don't get the icon. So I'm just letting you know, if JP shows up to debate Alex Soren, you guys don't get the icon. I'm sorry. Snow Quilter, JP won't show up. He'll have some excuse that says.
Is that the card you showed?
It's not a card. It's our religious icon. So.
Oh, it's a block.
Yeah, it's a block. He can't run from modern. That is a real bad look. Yeah, I mean, modern day debate. If he runs from modern day debate, they'll never host him. That's like one of the biggest, alternative media debate panels. Like, do you guys know how I will pay to be on modern day debate? Like, the fact that he will host him is his honor. He better not freaking run away, dude.
How many of those do you have?
Icons? I have a lot.
You give him like a shelf or something?
Yeah, no, I have them in my prayer corner.
Your prayer corner.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not familiar with I'm guessing you're
Yeah,
Orthodox.
I mean, we focus a lot on prayer. So we have the photos or icons of saints sitting in the prayer corner.
Do you guys pray to the saints, or is it
We ask the saints for intercession before God because they're in heaven.
What's
Give me 1 minute.
intercession?
Give me 1
Yeah,
minute.
you good. Yeah,
Let me finish chat going.
finish what you're doing. Yeah.
I can see JP showing up if he has any sense. Dude, you guys understand if JP shows up, his career is done. Why would he show up, dude? That's the stupidest thing you can do. Is it recorded or live? What do you think? You think this is recorded or live streamed, bro? Come on. No, plush puppet. Okay, I don't think he'll run from modern day. I don't know, guys, but I'm betting he won't show up, dude. I'm betting he won't show up. Joseph Swedian, the balding small Santa. All right, hold on. Let me see if you guys have anything. Yeah, what? See, you guys keep going to do these rage baits, and you're successful, and you don't record it. So your efforts are just down the drain, dude. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
What's going on?
Anyways, I see you got questions. I just finished reading the chat.
I'm not familiar with Orthodoxy, so I was just asking about the prayer corner.
Yeah, I mean, most of us have some sort of prayer corner. Like, some people don't have like a big one. I have a decent sized one. Some people just have an icon of Jesus Christ and the Theotokos, and then they just pray there.
This is the icon significant, or is it more like decorative for the?
It's not decorative. It's theology. Like, we believe it goes to heaven. And when you give in a sense that when you give reverence to saints, the saints receive that reverence and pray to God on your behalf.
So you pray, and then the saints like double down on your prayer.
I mean, you could say that, but they mostly just direct your prayer and kind of just, reinforces it, I guess.
What's the? I get like for like you said it's kind of like that, so I'm not gonna take it as like that's what you're saying, but like what is the significance in the saints doubling down on your prayer?
What do you mean the significance? Can you elaborate?
Like why should we do it?
I don't want to say that's exactly what it is, but it's like it sounds like the saints are doubling down on your prayer versus just praying directly to God.
They're praying for you and interceding on your behalf. You could call they could be doubling down on your prayer.
Yeah, are the icons necessary for them to double down, or could you just pray and then the saints double down?
You can pray to any saint. You can pray to any saint without icons.
Well, can you pray to? I guess can you pray to? Sorry, are you praying to the saints or are you praying to God?
All prayers gets directed to God. So when you're praying to saints, you're also praying to them to direct your prayers towards God.
So are the saints like? I guess are the saints. So why wouldn't you opt for, I guess, praying to God instead of the saints?
You pray because the saints reinforces your prayer, and you also do pray for God. I don't have actually I have my service book here. I'll give you an example of our prayer. Okay. I mean, this is how we open our maintenance services. Through the prayers of our holy fathers, O Christ our God, have mercy on us and save us. So that's an intercession right there. Okay, through the prayers of our holy fathers, O Christ our God, have mercy on us and save us. Amen. And
Christ, are you saying? I might not be hearing you right. Are you saying Christ? Yeah, our prayers are. Sorry, can you repeat it?
Yeah, so if there's a priest, he'll say, "Blessed is our God, always, now and forever, unto the ages of ages. Amen." That's how he opens the prayer. Okay. Now, we can't say that as laymen because we don't bless people or bless God as layman. So instead, if I'm there, I'm a reader, I would say, through the prayers of our holy fathers, Lord Jesus Christ, our God, have mercy on us and save us. Amen.
So you're speaking through God, through like the priest or the saints.
No. Like priest is leading people in prayer. So the meaning of priest is somebody who's praying, right? So the priest is leading everybody in prayer. That's what he's doing. And when we're not there, we don't really lead people in prayer. If it's just me and another guy, we'll just say, through the prayers of our holy fathers, O Christ, our God, have mercy on us and save us. And immediately after that, the prayer goes to what? It goes to glory to thee, our God, glory to thee, heavenly King, O Comforter, Spirit of truth, who are present everywhere, fill us all things, a treasury, good things, and giver of life, come and abide in us and cleanse us from every stain and save our souls, O good one. Holy God, holy mighty, holy immortal, have mercy on us. Holy God, holy, and we repeat that prayer. Glory to the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, both now and forever, unto the ages of ages. Amen. Holy Trinity, have mercy on us. Lord, forgive us of our sins. Master, pardon our transgression. Holy One, visit and heal our infirmities for thy name's sake. Lord, have mercy, Lord, have mercy, Lord, have mercy. And we do the Our Father prayer. I think you know that one. And then, for thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory of the Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit, both now and forever, unto the ages of ages. Amen. That's how we.
You can't pray that just as yourself.
I can pray that. I just did.
I'll say, you know what, I guess just for clarification,
the only part we as men, I'll tell you,
you can't say the full prayer.
No, I just did.
He just said the whole.
So okay, so you can't say the full prayer without a priest or intercession of the saints.
I just said the full prayer. And
yeah.
The only part that you as a layman you don't say is "Blessed is our God, always now and forever." Everything else you say. But
how come you can't say that as a layman?
Because as laymen in our church, you don't bless. Okay, you don't have the authority to do solemn blessings.
Apostolic authority, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty simple explanation.
But instead, we say, through the prayers of our holy fathers, which includes our priests and all the saints that came before us, with their prayers and us, let us glorify God.
So only a priest can say the blessed part?
In this case, yes. If to open a prayer, yeah.
How do you become a priest?
Well, that's depending on the tradition, depending on the jurisdiction. It's all different. Traditionally, it's like.
I feel like I should preference. I'm genuinely asking these questions. Like I'm not.
I know.
Okay.
So with traditionally, like I guess in like the period where Christians were persecuted in the first 2/3 century, right?
Yeah.
What happened was like the bishop or the apostles, they will take in people and they will teach them. And once they feel like they're ready, they'll ordain them as priests, okay, and ministers. After Christianity stopped getting persecuted in the Roman Empire, there started to develop more of these specialized schools for these candidates to go to, and then they learn how to minister, how to do the sacraments and stuff, and then they get ordained, right? And then modern times, it's more academic based, I guess, in some places. A lot of they go to like a school and they get like a degree, right?
Yeah.
In divinity, and then they get ordained. You have cases like I'm currently going to deacon school, so depending on the tradition, like the West, the Roman Catholics and the original Protestants, they work very differently because it's like if you want a deacon, you just go to deacon school and you just stay a deacon over there. And if you're a priest, priest schism, they agreed with us that priests can get married, right? And after schism, they made all priests practice celibacy. And so what happens, all these young priests are going to monastery for a few years and to learn all this stuff. And a lot of these monasteries are theological academies. And when they come out, they get ordained as celibate priests. We don't do that. I mean, most of our priests are just people, Some of them are, candidates for bishops still must be celibate. So they go to a monastery and they come out, they get ordained, they receive their monastic tonsure. If they're not married, they get ordained. Some of them get elevated as bishops at the end, but most, like us Orthodox priests, we're actually required to be married before we get ordained, because if your job is to counsel families and couples, and if you're not married yourself, you're in no position to do that. That's why we almost pretty much require people to get married or go to a monastery.
So is it you go to the school, and then after the school, like regardless of the schooling, you have to get ordained, or is it because of the schooling you get ordained?
Well, you have to receive some sort of education that the jurisdiction deems necessary or sufficient for you to receive enough authority to be ordained. To answer your question, Snowquitter, priests don't have to be married. There are many priests who have never been married, but yes, exactly. So yes, so priests, deacons who are not married must require to be to have their monastic tonsure. Okay, and that's already been denied by my bishop for me. So I have to be a married deacon one day. Okay, it's
what is that?
What do you mean?
What you just said when you were answering the question?
Yeah, so like I said, like I told you, that in our church you have two routes to go to become a priest. You can receive your monastic tonsure, means you go to the monastery for at least 3 years, get trained as a novice for 3 years, and receive monastic tonsure as a bishop if you want to be celibate. But this is very unusual. Unless the person really feels the call to monasticism, this is not for them. Okay. Usually what happens is the person receives some sorts of education that the bishop or the jurisdiction deems appropriate, and then once they're married, they get ordained into major clergy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there is this. What do you? I don't know if you know or not. What takes place in the for someone who doesn't want to get married, and yet they're to give counsel to married couples? What's the you know what the teachings are there?
I don't know, dude. I've never dated anybody in my life, so I never went to that stuff.
Chud.
So yeah, I'm the wrong person to ask that, bro. But here, let me answer Aka his question. I know they kind of like dissolve the marriage when the wife becomes a nun, essentially, and the priest. So per the canon, I think the canon of Chalcedon says that when the person do become a bishop, it's usually when the spouse do pass away. In the case of Saint Innocent, the lightener of Alaska, it was the case when his beloved wife Catherine passed away. He was asked to receive monastic tonsure and become a bishop. But this is still very, very unusual. Okay, there are cases that Saint Seraphim of Maritza, him and his wife Seraphim and Seraphina, they chose that path when they got older. But yes, if there is a case, this is what the canon of the council says, that the priest has to become a bishop. His wife goes to a monastery. That's what the council states. I don't know if that's ever been practiced. Maybe it has. Probably. I don't know the exacts for that. But no, we do not dissolve marriage. Okay, I mean, the rare occasion of divorce, that's another story. Even if, well, it's not just the priest, even us. Like most cases, the bishop will not approve remarriage. You are told to be celibate and pray for your wife.
So what's up with that remarry 3 times thing?
What do you mean?
Usually, like I hear a lot of objections, like even.
Okay, I know. So this is the rule. This is the law. This is like if it is ever to happen. And by the way, these cases are so rare that you will pretty much never see in your entire life. So there are people who need, there are cases like men needs a female companion, and he has his personal issues that really requires that type of companion, I guess, to keep him functioning in the faith, the bishop would, in a way, bless that. However, the ceremony is way different. It's penitential, actually. It's not a marriage, your actual marriage ceremony. This is the case with Metropolitan Nicholas. Okay, thank you for sharing. How can I join a Discord? Give me 1 second, guys. You guys can join the Discord. I don't know how to invite you guys to Discord. I'm not very tech savvy, which is funny. Oh, there it is. Sent that. That's Discord link. So back to your question, Sanctus. In that case, if it's to ever happen, or for example, we're a female person who has, imbecile husband who abuse her and abuse her children, it's allowed for her to maybe at times find a new husband to take care of her and her family. And you see this in the scriptures and the Deuterocanons as well. These are the only cases where this is allowed. Most of the times it's not allowed. At times they will, permit the divorce, but both sides are pretty much told to be celibate for the rest of their lives. It's my understanding. Again, I'm probably not the best marriage expert, Orthodox married person. I've done that myself. Snow Quilter says you can be allowed to be married twice. That doesn't mean that it will be allowed. Exactly. Okay. Most of the cases.
Okay, I got it. So being allowed doesn't mean you will.
Yeah, it's like in case if this happens. It's like I have a gun in my drawer. In case somebody comes in here, break into my house, I can defend myself. Doesn't mean that I have to use my gun.
Why? So this is if your spouse passes away. This applies there.
No, well, usually when the spouse passes away, it's not permitted. Because
to remarry?
No.
How come?
Yeah, because again, we teach that when you receive the marriage sacrament, you pick a mate who becomes, I quote the scriptures, one in flesh with you. Okay? Now, we teach that in the scriptures and in the church that we will be, the way we choose to live now is going to go with us, okay, to the life to come. Right? Whether we want to live in sin, okay, we keep that. Whether we want to fall into our passions, we keep that. Whether we choose a monastic life, the reward for monastics will be different than people who are growing their lives in families. And same thing, if you choose a spouse, you guys become one. And now, yes, there's no more marriage in the life to come, because the marriage in the way we know it, it's specifically talking about the case on earth, okay, according to the New Testament, as Christ is the husband, we are all the bride of Christ, which is the church. Now, that has been fulfilled in the age to come. So in that sense, marriage will not exist, but we still have our relationship with our spouses, with our family members, but all those relationships will be perfected in Christ. That's what we teach.
This is good. I feel like I never knew any of this.
Yeah, I mean, the Latins view it more legalistically. Yes, so Snow Quarter says we don't have vows. Believe it or not, if you get married in an Orthodox church, it's actually quite beautiful, but you don't say anything. You just walk your future wife or future husband up there. You don't say anything. I've chanted I thank those couple, dude. That was my first time chanting a whole wedding by myself. I chanted a whole wedding. It was freaking beautiful, dude. But the spouse, the couples, they don't say anything. The priest just
why?
Does. I don't know. It's not because it's not a contract. It's a restoration of your ontology, because men are made for women, women are made for men. They're, that's kind of, a part of our ontology. It's a restoration of that. So it's not a vow. It's not a legal contract. But the West teaches it like that. It's a legal contract, and it's all absolved once you die. And YC, man, I don't mean to be mean. I got another guy who wants to come up. I got to get him up. But, man, I got my Discord there. If you ever have any questions, you're welcome on my channel. You're welcome to talk to me.
Someone wanted to call in?
Yeah, somebody else.
We're calling in. This guy, YC, was asking really great questions.
I appreciate that, man. But I got to move along because I got to go sleep. What up, brother? How's it going? I can't hear you, bro. You're muted.
Yo, how's it going, bro?
Good.
Do you do tag at all?
I do.
Okay, so I have a question that I've been struggling.
Wait. So tag for atheists? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I'm not an atheist, but I was talking to an atheist.
Okay.
And he kind of hit me with something that I couldn't wrap my head around.
I'm not the best at tag, but I do TA for Protestants. But let me hear this.
Well, it's probably not that complicated, but so he said he abides to quasi-morality.
What is that?
So the way he explained it, so we got into an ethics conversation. And the way he explained it was that he acts as if morality is objective. And that's what he thought.
Morality is objective?
Yeah, so like the term quasi means as if. So in his paradigm, he acts as if morality is objective, but
okay,
it subjectively means it applies to his core values, which would be like flourishing of life or some shit like that. Or like,
okay, wait. So he's saying that morality is subjective, but I'm gonna act like it's objective.
Yeah, that's basically what he's saying. So
bro, that's retarded. I mean, dude.
But yeah, it caught me off guard though.
Because if that's the case, you have a contradiction. That's number one rule of logic. That's the rule of contradiction. You can't be two things at the same time on a fundamental level. So again, that's a contradiction. Two, you just admitted that what he just admitted there is that it's the reality is this, but I'm actually going to betray reality. So he's a delusional idiot if he wants to do that.
Yeah, I mean, okay, but so this is what I couldn't wrap my head around. Is so you're trying to make the case that morality is objective.
Well, he's not. He already admitted it's subjective.
I know he admit that, but if I'm trying to make the case that it is objective, what is really wrong with saying like, yeah, it's subjective, but I'm just going to act as if it is objective
because it doesn't mean anything.
Exactly. So
what is real here? What is real here? Is the objective or subjective? It's a subjective. He thinks it's real. The reality is subjective. Okay, that's what he admit that's real, but he said I'm going to pretend that like it is real. So the problem is that it's a contradiction, so it doesn't mean anything. If it doesn't mean anything, when the subjective reality, he has no justification for his belief, and two, it's same with all atheists. Two, if the subjective is to change at any time, his whole worldview just fails. So him pretending like it's objective doesn't mean anything, has zero meaning. So it's a meaningless statement.
Can he, in his worldview, can he act as if it has meaning though?
You can act like it, sure.
But that's kind of what
if he does that, but it's not that. Okay, so the problem with these people you have to understand is it's not that they can act like what you can act like whatever you want. That's not the problem. The problem is justification. One is justification. Two is that if that's the case, you can act like however you want. Then great, I can do the same. Then pretty much and by the way, anytime they try to do this, you have one argument. The moment you acknowledge reality itself is subjective, and whether they're like a materialist or whatever the hell they are, you already lost the all meaning in your conversation. Because essentially we're all just moving matter. So if that's the case, everything you say in your head is just thoughts, meaningless thoughts. And if that's the case, everything in my head is also, according to the same standard, meaningless thoughts. And if you say that I'm going to act that way, well, great, I'm going to act this way. You are in no position to make any statement. All your statements are pointless.
I got
Yeah,
Inquiring Truth to call in. You should bring him up.
Oh my God, this guy's here. But does that answer your question though, bro?
yeah. I think that's the direction that I was gonna go with it, but
Yeah, everything you say is meaningless. Great. I don't care if you act like it. I don't care. It's irrelevant. You admit it. Reality is subjective. Thank you. That's all I need. Nothing you say matters. Bye.
yeah. And then he was saying though that it was like everything's related to his core values, and I listed some of them, but where it kind of got caught up was
Yeah, but don't grant that. Don't even grant that. It's like, so what? Your core values are irrelevant. Your core values are meaningless. Reality is subjective. All these metaphysical principles, ethics, okay, justice, love, none of that actually exists.
right.
So
But
I don't
in
care.
his worldview, they are the case. So
His
subjectively, to him,
worldview is inconsistent. His worldview already conceded it doesn't exist. So he is lying to himself. Now, again, anybody can do that. I can acknowledge that God exists and still worship the devil.
right.
Acknowledging something exists, but here's the thing. Me pretending like God doesn't exist, worshiping the devil, does that change the fact that God exists? No, it does not.
No, it doesn't.
So, but what is the standard that I'm going to be held responsible if that's the case? I'm probably going to be held responsible to the judgment of God if that's the case. So the same thing is going to apply to him. Him saying in an atheistic, is he a materialist?
I think he's a Marxist, bro.
Okay, that's some other retarded shit.
Yeah,
But
man.
in his standard, right? In his standard, he acknowledged the reality as being subjective. Then I'm going to continue to be objective. Then, well, everything that you pretend like have no meaning. So
Right.
you don't even engage with it. So it's like, okay, just say goodbye. Well, you have no more point. You just conceded that everything can be made up. And guess what? You can do that. I can do that. You're making that shit up. Well, guess what? I'm making up my God doctrine. Bye.
So it's like a defeater in a sense when you concede that point. If you can act as if, then I can act as
He
if,
just
right?
conceded he doesn't care about reality. That's what he conceded. So
Right.
why even waste time on these? Okay, well, great. I don't care about reality. I don't care if God exists or not. I'm just going to pretend like he does. What's the problem?
Right.
Reality's reality.
By the way, Paul, you should watch the debate between Andrew Wilson and Matt Dillon Monkey.
Matt Dillahunty, yeah, okay.
This argument made Matt rage quit.
Oh, straight up.
No, he rage quit. No, he left it and he called Andrew a moron. And this was like right after closing statement. It was funny. It's only 20 minutes. You should watch it. But this is like anytime. This is just a kill. You can't argue anymore because you just conceded reality is bullshit. It's like, why are you here, dude?
Yeah, Dillahunty goes. He's got an inconsistent worldview, and you know, I want to say too, where it kind of got down to the, it got inconsistent real quick was when he was talking about his core values, and we were saying like unaliving a child. You know, like he believes that's wrong because it goes against his core values, and his core value is like the flourishing of life or something like that. And then it got to the point where I was like, okay, but why is it wrong to go against your core values? And that's when he quoted me, and he didn't have a response to it.
What did he say?
He just started asking me some other shit like, okay, why do you believe this, and like all this historical inconsistency.
Yeah, great. Oh, great. Same way that you believe your reality is true. That's it.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
It's not.
It's funny how atheists think. Like you have no idea how many atheists act like this. Whether they say it's quasi-morals or whatever, it's the same thing. It's like, well, sure, reality is just subjective. It's nothing. Everything is relative, and we just do whatever we feel right at the moment. I was like, okay, great. I'll do the same thing.
Yeah, man. It's like everything but God. Like let me go through every loophole that I can.
So what's funny is that Andrew went to Dillon Monkey and he said that, okay, well, you know what? I'm not going to debate with you God's real or not. He said, I'm going to grant your whole worldview that God doesn't exist. And he actually made that atheist argument that killed the atheist, by the way. He said that I'm going to concede that God doesn't exist, but I'm going to debate you that my argument is going to be it is better to pretend like God exists when he does not exist than to live in whatever the hell you have.
Yeah.
And if you get him on that plane to start arguing about his bullshit worldview, he's done. Because you know the rest. It's like, okay, well, you guys can't identify what a freaking woman is. So
Yeah. I got to check that out, bro. I
no,
appreciate
it was
you.
hilarious.
I appreciate you letting me know and answering that question. So
Yeah, no problem, man. Appreciate you coming.
sweet. Have a good night, bro.
All right, you too, man. God bless you.
So, look at our special guest, Inquiring Truth.
Inquiring Truth. So,
Yo.
Inquiring Truth has been doxed by the Thomist. This is
Yeah.
what I heard.
Well,
Yeah, some dude threatened to dox me, and then there's like 10 people like texting because of my clips, and then they're trying to like take where I said that they're trying to take. They were literally trying to debate. Like they don't understand. If you're gonna debate the filioque, you have to either ground it through ecclesiology. You can't just say this begins here and this produces that. According to what? Like this is so stupid. It's so stupid. Like there's literally like 10 of them literally trying to quote mine me just to argue. They're like TikTok Thomas, like 27 IQ. They don't know anything. And I think restating their position is an argument also. It's a bit ridiculous.
what does that mean? Resetting your position? Are really shifting the goalposts? Or
Like we'll talk about, oh, is God's glory created? Well, no, it's intrinsic and external glory and internal glory. Okay, how do you justify that? Well, it's internal and internal. According to what? Like they don't. Thomas Aquinas, like it's so stupid.
Okay, I got a
Like,
question. Does Thomas Aquinas actually teach there's two types of grace?
well, he does teach that. He teaches that the theophanies are created effects. So then they come with their own ideas that it's internal and external glory.
does that
It's
mean
like,
the
where do
burning bush or no? Like the burning bush is
Yeah.
created? Oh, dang.
I mean, how? I mean, is the
I don't know. I don't
the
know.
guy
What
who touched the Ark of the Covenant and died? Was that was all created too?
because they believe in an intellectual reality where they interact with the created effect. It's all just scholastic bullshit. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I don't fried my brain with that crap. Let you
Dude.
guys deal with that.
Dude,
All right. Anyways, what do you guys want for the icon giveaway? So we made a bet, right? We made a bet. We said if JP uncircumcised doesn't show up to modern day debate, I win. No icon giveaway. If he does show up, I'm gonna do an icon giveaway. So I have Fathership from Bros right here. Okay, with freaking gold leaf on there. If you guys can see it. I think that's all I have right now. Or I can make something for you guys. What do you guys want? I got this one of the Theotokos, which is pretty cool. What do you guys want? Let me know in chat. What do you guys want for giveaway? But see, now it's no longer easy because when I had 500, 600 subscribers, only like 10 people participate in the freaking giveaway.
guess they're saying Gabriel Georgia.
And it was so easy, like for people to win back. Now, last time I had like people participate in the giveaways. Say Gabriel Georgia. Oh, I got one. Let me grab it. Give me a second.
Oh, Saint Moses the Black. I think this 25-year-old Monarchia breaker commented Saint Moses the Black. Bro's deafened. Great.
Saint Moses the Black, Saint John Cassius. You mean Saint John Cassian? Is that what you're talking about? I actually have one that I'm trying to give away. Can I still jump on? Yeah. You can jump on the panel. Oh wait, Nitty. I'm sorry, bro. I didn't see you. I was going. But here,
You're good.
What do you guys think? I have Saint Gabriel of Georgia burning the image of freaking Lenin. What do you guys think? Is that
Burning Lenin?
burning Lenin?
Like Stalin, Lenin.
Yeah.
Okay. That's one I did not expect.
Oh, Errol's here too. Damn, there's so many people here. Thank you guys for coming though. I'll run another 30 and I gotta go to sleep.
What do you have to do tomorrow?
Oh, you're running another 30 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, bro, I gotta work, dude.
I'm telling you.
So do I. Nah.
Yeah. Everybody gotta go to work.
I mean, it's worth it. It's content.
We don't get $1,000 of super chat like Jay Dyer. Like
Do you follow Jay Dyer?
I mean, not too much. I watch them a lot. It's just like.
How about Made by Jim Bob? Do you follow Made by Jim Bob?
Doing.
But I follow these people, but I don't watch them. It's like I have them like unsubscribe, but it's like I'll try. Sometimes I click on a stream.
Why don't you watch them?
I don't have time, dude.
You don't have
Grown
time.
man,
I mean, they stream forever, so like I get it. Like
when Jay was like a few years ago, I liked that. I mean, not a few years. I've only followed him for a year, but like sometimes he has like the stream where there's like, dude, that pagan one was so funny. Like they were coming into his chat and spamming porn images.
yeah,
It was on
that's
Twitter.
gross.
yeah.
That when people like purposely try to break TOSs and like put gross stuff out there, like, it sucks. It sucks because then you have to like mod it away and like, make sure your own mods are like, they're ready to hammer that stuff.
There's a period of time where like Jay does a lot of like every time he like opens the stream, there's like a million unhinged people calling in, and that was very entertaining. So that's like when I watched Jay the most. Now it's like just people wanted to talk, and I'm
Yes, the catechumens all call in and ask about PSA. Really cringe.
Penal substitutionary atonement. That's like the main topic.
Yeah,
oh, that's
they
funny.
Call in and ask about that every day, and we're like, "Hey, please just let people who disagree call in." And they're like, "Hey, please, I have to talk to you, please."
Why is PSA?
Right, like I've tuned into Jay Dyer quite a bit, and that's really funny. Like I've caught a lot of the dumpster fires, but I've also had to deal with listening to the catechumens that are like, "Can I ask you a question about theology today?" Like, and Jay's like, "No, disagree with me. That's what the title of the stream is."
I want him to get back on TikTok. I know TikTok's a hellhole though.
But I think like
it really is.
TikTok, you need 1,000
cancer.
No, he has a TikTok. He has like 50,000 on TikTok. He just hasn't gone back.
Wow.
No, you can go live without 1,000 followers on TikTok.
Oh, that's when I remember that was when all the chicks called in.
No, it was some monophysites who were trying to like clip farm him, and then like he said something, and then they flagged the stream. Like they reported his stream, and took it down. So they trolled him.
That sucks for him.
That sucks for him. So he hasn't really been back, but I want to see.
Bro, if you guys look at Jay in his younger years, like like his 30s, like he was actually super chill. And then it was actually the Roman Catholics that forced him to turn to the dark side. No, it was.
No, I remember it was the guy that called in and he was asking about Jamie doing tarot cards. I don't know.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. That one was cringe.
No.
So cringe. That was cringe.
No. This one is the one I'm talking about is way before that. His name was the German guy. What's his?
Oh, you're talking about
Luck Dalvin.
Who?
Jay Dyer versus Uniate Luck Dalvin.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Krugen.
No. Klugen's just stupid.
Oh, okay.
Like no, this guy. This is the stuff that made Jay turn to the dark side.
I don't see your screen. If you're sharing.
I put it like. No, you know what? Let's play it because he doesn't care. He doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, Jay's not gonna copyright you.
No, he's chill. You're Orthodox. He's not gonna. No.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you already agree with him, like he's definitely not gonna. Wait, why are you called counterdox then? If you're Orthodox, like why take up that title?
Orthodox.
counter idiot Orthodox. So like people who straw man your like own position, or
countering the idiots while I'm Orthodox. That's what it means.
okay,
Like
so who would you
Protestants.
consider like Protestants? Okay,
Yeah, the
DK,
heterodox.
DK, you get you ass in here.
okay, I get you. I get you.
DK,
I've been listening to Made by Jim Bob,
yeah,
Counter
he's cool.
Protestants,
He's cool.
and I just sit there and laugh and get my popcorn out.
Yeah, it's funny, but it's like all I don't know what Jay blocks all the retards, so they can't.
That's why you guys haven't seen any retards call in like that.
Yeah,
because-
this is why I stopped watching Jay. It's like the funny part is just have all the unhinged.
The dumpster fires.
Yeah, he just blocks them right after. So
Okay, got you.
Look, too many people do that. Too many people don't like contradictory statements, and they're unable to actually handle it when someone says something that goes against what they believe in the first place.
yeah, and they lash.
They instantly go on into that cognitive dissonance mode where they just straight away attack rather than listening. It is too difficult to get through information to people who are of such a strong belief that they will not even be willing to, like, even the word isn't even accept, but
Entertain.
allow opposing opinions.
Yeah.
Yeah, entertain opposing opinions. DK Conspiracy, are you an Orthodox person?
No. I have my
No.
own beliefs. I believe there is a God. I believe all religions have good things, and I believe all of them have bad things. And I believe the people who have tried to control them are using those religious texts as a means to actually control people, and also generate money and wealth for themselves.
But like the
Yeah.
first 300 years, Christianity, like people were getting fed. The Christians were getting fed to lions, though. So I don't understand that.
Have you
Well,
ever read
Have you,
Candida Moss's
do you
Myth of
realize that
Persecution?
almost all religions got started after a prophet died, and then later on someone created a religion?
Yeah, but what I'm saying with Christianity is if you're referring to Jesus as that prophet, the people who followed Jesus were fed to lions. So I don't understand how they were trying to control the population. They were fed to lions.
Not necessarily
Yeah,
as a
no,
majority of people who
as
didn't
I
believe
said,
in.
then the religion got created, and people were trying to crush it. It's like, no, this is starting to take off. We don't want that.
Yeah, but you
Yes.
said that they
Yes.
use religion to control people, but
Yep.
Christianity was the opposite, though, because
No. Christianity.
You think Christianity
did it.
was the opposite of influencing people's behavior?
No, I'm not.
no,
saying
he's
that
talking.
was-
No. Arrow. That's a question for Arrow.
Yeah. So in let's say the first 200 years, who was it that was controlling? Let's say Rome. Who was it that was controlling people to say, "Hey, you must believe Jesus Christ rose from the dead, or we're going to saw your head off"?
Well, Rome
Can you
didn't
show me that?
actually say
mean,
that to start with.
yeah,
Rome
not the
was actually
Romans, it was the
Catholic
opposite.
and Jewish controlled, and they were the ones throwing
You said Jewish,
Christians,
you're saying-
crucifying Christians, throwing them
Mhm.
into the arenas.
Oh, okay. So
They
it was
like
the
let's get
Jew.
that a little bit
be-
straight first of all.
So it
a
was the
little bit.
Jews doing that to the Christians, right? Not the Christians doing that to everybody else, right?
No, I'd
Pretty
say
much.
it's like a combination of.
So who was? That's
The-
what I'm asking you. Who was in control at that time? That was Christians. that
The
was saying-
same people in control right now.
You think Jewish people are in general control of? the world,
No. I'm talking about Christians, not
of
Jews.
systems?
Who were the?
No. I
Christians?
was asking that one was for DK Conspiracy, but
Yeah, that was exactly it. Yeah, the same people
Dig
who
up on
are,
Duckman.
who are in control now ended up getting control of the Roman Catholics. Judaism has infected almost every other religion, if not actually written your religious books, and they've been in control of most religions ever since. People seem to think that Judeo-Christian is a thing. It's not. They're two different
no,
religions.
that's not a thing.
And this doesn't make any sense for anyone who follows Christianity to actually, if they actually go and read the Bible, to think that Jews are actually still the chosen people, when in the Bible it says, if you kill Jesus, you will be removed from the kingdom of heaven. They're no longer the chosen people, but yet it is still promoted that they are the chosen people.
But that's like some evangelical Zionists. I don't believe that. But
Brothers, I read the Bible.
But for Nitty, I was asking in the first 200 years, who were the Christians that had control that said if you don't believe Jesus rose from the dead, you get your head sawed off?
You mean? Oh no, there were
Rosicrucians, the Knight
for the first 200 years.
Yeah, the first 200,
no.
300 years.
Yeah, they were a minority, or at the best, like subjugated to the majority of the Roman Empire, and to a minority suppressed or persecuted by people of Jewish and Hebrew belief.
So
I would just completely agree with you if that's your point.
Well, no, his point was that every religion, how it started is people take that religion and control other people to believe that religion to profit off of it. But I'm saying,
I mean, eventually, sure,
hold on,
I could agree with that to an extent.
But that can't be the case with Christianity because
first 200 years, no.
Yeah, okay, so then that can't be Christianity.
Not initially. I mean,
that doesn't mean. Well, hold on. That doesn't mean that
the start of Christianity wasn't corrupted. Then is the point. Because if
no,
they actually
like,
believe,
why
let
would
me get the sentence out. Let me get the sentence
okay,
out.
sorry.
If they actually believe this and they actually went to be fed by lions, then it can't be a corrupted religion because they had true intentions because they died for it. Is the point?
Yeah, that's once
Have
they
you ever
started the church.
read? Have you ever read Candida Moss's Myth of Persecution?
What does that have to do with what I said, though?
So, like, the idea that the majority of Christians were willing to die for their faith usually rests on the presupposition that they had a chance to recant, right? That the dichotomy was, hey, you believe this, but if you're willing to deny it, you won't die for that. But that's not necessarily the case. So, like, I would suggest you read that.
But that's not talking about what I was. That's not addressing what I said.
But no, you're saying that, like, okay, let's say that even if they weren't granted a chance to recant, they died for their belief in Christianity, right? Is that what you're saying?
That's not talking about what I was saying. Is I was addressing what he said about corruption.
Okay. So can I ask a separate question then?
Yeah, go ahead.
What's the necessity of the epistles?
That has, once again, nothing to do with what I was addressing. What he said. He said that when you deal with religions are started because there's people in power who have money and use that religion to get more money. They control you. Hey, follow this, follow me, and give me money. And I said,
do you think
that can't be?
Do you think there's more motivations than money to control people?
I would love to finish that sentence.
Sorry.
So that can't be the case if I'm poor and you capture me and you feed me to a lion. Then I can't try to coerce you or force you to believe what I believe if I'm one, poor, and two, you have the power to feed me to a lion. So here's a
counter to that. If people actually believe in Christianity and believe in their afterlife, then selling out in this world means they don't get to their afterlife. So why would you sell out and not get to your afterlife?
Did they believe? Hold on, before they converted.
I don't understand. What is there an argument?
He's trying to say that all religions are corrupted, and I'm trying to say that Christians. Okay, but Christianity can't be corrupted if they don't have a reason.
Being corrupted. What are you on about? Look at the
when they
Schofield
first, you said
Bible
when they
got.
started, you said
Look at the
when-
Schofield
you're,
Bible.
all you're doing is just
Why
They
would
saying,
the
got,
you're
Schofield
just
Bible
schizo-yelling.
represent all
Yeah.
Christianity, dude?
Yeah, there's
no,
different sects of
Schofield Bible
Christianity.
was written by
All
Jews.
he's
It's a
doing is schizo-yelling.
reformed
That's literally all
edition
he's doing.
that
He's
Okay,
just
constantly
nobody
says
here
that Jews
follows
are the
the
chosen
Bible.
people. It actually eliminates half of the stuff from the New Testament where it says Jews were removed from the kingdom of heaven.
Okay,
I
after
agree.
you're done
Okay, hold on,
schizo-yelling,
Errol. Nobody here follows the Schofield Bible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's no.
Yeah, we agree other denominations corrupt the true word of God.
I said others did.
Correct.
Okay.
We don't believe in that. You know that, right? We're Orthodox Christians. We believe that the Jews are
And-
the God of Satan.
I actually know some Orthodox Christians
I'm not, but
whose
Nope.
family is
that
from
aside.
Russia. They currently live in Canada, but their family's from Russia. Most of their family got killed off, and they still follow traditional Orthodox Christianity.
I don't know where you're going.
It
with
means,
this, to be
it
honest.
means no church is necessary. As
What do you-
God said, the church is within
What?
you.
Wait, you gotta
It is
link
not
that.
a
Hold on,
building.
you gotta link that. You gotta
So is
link
that, is that Christ
no.
conscious?
How did you get to that? How did you get to?
All right,
you got to
all
make that link, bro. You got to attach that. Do something. You got to.
What do you mean? How did I make that link? Orthodox Christians say that the church is not a building. The
But
church
you
is
said-
within
Who says
you.
that?
You
No,
don't
says
go
that?
to a building and pay
Who
someone.
says that?
You don't tithe
brother.
to
Yes,
a
Catholic.
priest,
What are
a
you talking
preacher
about?
to
Brother.
tell you what's in the Bible.
Australia is cooked.
Where do you get the Bible from?
That's not true.
Can you tell me
With
that? Where do you get the Bible
Orthodoxy,
from?
that's false.
Where do you get the Bible from?
Yeah, where'd you get it from?
A building, right? An institution.
As I said, Jews wrote most of the books. It's been revised and books have been removed so many times.
So
I'm
where'd you
talking
get it
Unless
about
you're
the
going
Bible.
So
back
many
to the
times.
original, the
The
oldest
Bible
version,
that you
which
have
apparently
today.
is the
Hold on, calm down.
Ethiopian
Hey,
version.
hello, hello.
That's all right. Okay, ask me a question and don't let me finish. No, that really works.
Dude,
every
you're
time.
literally just schizo ranting, bro. I'm trying to get to a point.
No, you actually no. I'm actually not. You're
Hold on,
the one
all
who's
right.
talking over me before I finish a sentence. So it looks
But-
like
go
you're
ahead, go
jumping
ahead,
in the
go ahead.
middle,
Go
and I
ahead.
don't know
What's
what
he
I'm
sipping
saying
on,
when you
man?
don't let me finish anything I say.
All right,
Yeah,
guys, we got
yeah.
DK, go ahead and finish your sentence before you guys.
Yeah.
All right, see, unless you can get back to the original Bible, which apparently the oldest version is the Ethiopian one that's been found that
That
is
had nothing to do with
several
Let him
thousand
finish, let him
years
finish, let him
old.
finish.
So unless you can get back to that, which to be honest would probably only be the Old Testament. The New Testament was written about 100 years after Jesus died, from word of mouth from Christ's apostles. You know, because they couldn't write. Dude, they couldn't write. You're not even listening. You're not listening. You're giggling
So
like a
Paul
little
couldn't write?
schoolgirl.
All right, all
You're-
right. Sorry, but please
you're
summarize it.
schoolgirl. So, the New Testament was written 100 years after Jesus' death via word of mouth from the apostles, because the apostles did not actually possess the ability to write, so they got Jewish scholars to write the New Testament.
Bro, the apostles
Yeah.
are already dead.
What
How
do you
how
wanna
do
say?
you do this?
Wait,
brother. So do
okay.
you understand that most of the apostles were martyred? Like literally, I think all of them
Oh,
except for John were martyred. You know this,
It
right?
depends if you accept all the traditions associated with their martyrdom.
Well, I'm Orthodox,
But,
so of course I accepted
2 to
tradition.
3, but
Oh,
okay,
no,
you're
yeah,
Orthodox,
yeah,
so
I
you'll,
believe
you'll
everyone except for
blanket accept
Judah.
most of them.
What do
No,
you
I
mean
think
blanket?
everyone
Wait, do you think
was
I'm
martyred
blindly
except Judah,
accepting?
weren't they?
So
He wasn't martyred. He just got killed for
This
being
is what he
a
skipped
piece
over.
of
And
shit.
James is like,
Are you like so scriptural, DK? Like, what's your background? Are you even Christian?
Who's a Gnostic, bro? What do you expect?
He said, okay, because it sounded like he was Christian, but earlier it sounded like he was atheist. But no,
I believe it's agnostic. I believe in God. I
I'm an
Oh, so you're a
atheist,
deist,
just so
believe in
you
the
know.
religious texts.
Oh, so you can't justify knowledge or anything.
Yeah,
like
none
that,
of
'cause
both you
your
guys
God's
can
not
Who,
even
justify
me?
present
I
in the
can't
world.
justify knowledge. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
both
fine.
you guys can.
No, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking about DK.
Oh,
I think
okay.
you can't either, but we'll get to you in a second.
Yeah.
I
I expected that. I expected
Okay.
that. That's fine.
Hey, all right, come at me then, bro.
Yeah, so if your God is not present in the world, how can you justify knowledge, logic, anything like that if he's not present? Because you don't know if your God's personal. So
Oh yeah, I do. The thing is, like, I have actually spoken to God. Yes, drugs are when I
that's
was
not what
younger.
I meant. No, brother, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant.
Like making,
Spoken
Arrow
with
wants
God.
you to make an argument for how you justify the position that you currently hold.
You're coming from the
How do I
true debate.
justify
This
it?
is
I
ridiculous.
justify it by the fact that I watch every religion just constantly being at war with every other religion.
How does
Okay,
that
hold
That's
on.
not an
I
argument.
justify it by the fact that so many things are removed from the Bible,
Like what?
and
Prove one.
most
I'm
people
waiting.
don't
Do
know
it.
the full truth.
What
I
do you mean by
justify
removed
it
from the
by
Bible?
saying if you follow the shit that's put in front of you,
This dude's on that
Okay,
good.
you
that's
are the
fine.
one
I'm
that's an
granting
idiot.
that. Okay,
Please let me respond, please.
wait, hold
please.
on, real quick.
You're saying removed from the Bible, but it wasn't canonized till like the 4th century. So the Ethiopian Bible is not like this. Like the earliest, like full codex is like the 4th century. So what do you mean removed from the Ethiopian Bible?
No, I said the Ethiopian Bible would have probably been the Old Testament. The New Testament came later, and that's the one that has had all of the everything
My brain
removed.
hurts. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's grant that. You
let's not
understand
grant
that do you understand that didn't prove your position just because all you said was Christianity's false? Okay, cool. How do I come to your position?
I didn't say it was Christianity's fault.
You
at
just
all.
said the Bible is unreliable. You just said that.
Yeah.
That
And
would
who
make
did I say
Christianity
wrote the
false, man.
Bible?
It said Jewish scholars.
Brother. Okay, the Bible's false, Christianity is false. How do I come to your position?
By going and looking up all the books that are removed, going and trying to find
So
out
you
what
just repeated your
signifies, which
position.
words
You
have
just
been
repeated your
twisted and
position.
things
Name a
which,
book in a
like, I
canon.
mean,
You're just asserting this,
the
man.
Bible never said that kings should be in control. That
I'm
was done
granting.
by the King James
Wait,
version.
no.
No, that
Was
was
David
when
in
King
control?
James.
Dummy,
took-
was
King
David in
David?
You
control?
sit there and ask me a question, and then you just sit there
Was
saying,
David in control?
every
Dummy.
word
Yo,
I
Counterdogs,
say.
where did you get
How
this
am
from?
I able to get anything across to you? You're
Does anybody
asking
have
me to
rope?
get something
Like,
across,
oh my
and you won't
goodness,
shut
bro.
the fuck
Yo, this
up.
dude's on that good shit.
Oh my
Holy.
gosh.
Dude, he's
Like,
scourging.
what the fuck is wrong with you? I keep
Boy.
trying to answer your questions,
Dude, can you calm the
and you
demon
go,
down?
no,
in you,
no,
dude?
no,
Like,
no, the
Yo, are
whole
you
time I'm
sober?
speaking.
What's in
No,
that?
he's not
he's
sober,
not
bro. He's got a
sober.
corona, bro.
You're like the one person who has like the major cognitive dissonance. Anyone who disagrees with you, you're just saying no, no,
So you're
no,
saying we're wrong.
all
Wait,
the
you're
way
saying
through
the
it,
same
disrupting
thing.
everything
You're
they
saying
say,
You're not making
and
an
trying to
argument.
make it
Even
irrelevant
Nitty's
and
like a
unintelligible for
Hey,
anyone to
buddy.
listen to.
Buddy, you're saying we're wrong. What? Prove why you're right. You're doing the same thing.
Wait,
Every
you're
time
surprised
I
by him
tried,
asking?
you have
Why
to
why
prove
is
me.
your belief wrong without using apophatic? Please.
So he's surprised that we're asking for his position.
Am I actually
You
allowed to
can't use
speak now?
negation to
Hey,
make
man.
a proof of your point.
Every
guys,
time I
listen,
speak,
hold on,
you say
hold
no,
on.
no, no, no.
I'm
The
not
whole
Give
time
us
I'm talking.
give us some premises and a
Hold on.
conclusion. Like
Give me
it's
a
not that
second.
hard.
Who's going to engage DK? I'm only going to allow one of you to talk to him.
Okay, I'll shut up.
I was already talking to him, so
All
I
right,
guess
cool.
I'll
Everybody,
give it to
please don't
Arrow.
talk. Let Arrow have a conversation with DK. Please let each other finish. Thank you.
Yeah, so I mean, I didn't mind them jumping in. I thought that was made it even better, made it funnier. But you understand that by saying Christianity's false, the Bible's false, that doesn't prove your position. You understand this, right?
I didn't say Christianity's false.
Brother, you said the Bible's unreliable, bro. Like,
Yes.
okay, if it's unreliable and we use those gospels, I understand we have tradition. So we're not Protestants, we're not sola scriptura, but you understand that we also use the Bible in the councils as well. So the Bible is pretty important to the Orthodox. So if you're going to say our position is false, okay, fine. I'm granting that. how do I come to your position?
You need to look into what was removed and
I
why.
can't do it. I give up. I can't do it.
So bad.
Somebody else has to. I can't.
All right, all right.
That's
All
right.
right.
You
I got
can't.
it. I got it. I
No,
got
no, you're right. You can't.
Yeah, close the schools, man.
it.
I mean, it's that simple. He's
Good
right.
luck, brother.
You
Good
can't.
luck.
No.
He asked
what
me a
you're
question,
doing-
I respond, and he's like, I
Mhm.
can't. He's correct. He can't.
No, that's not what he said.
So your
No.
argument is books of the Bible were removed, therefore your religion is true.
I don't have
Your
a
belief system,
specific
sorry.
religion. I have
Yeah, your belief system.
But you're using like apophatic reasoning, right? To try to justify your belief. And I'm wondering like what's actually the epistemic justification for your belief? Not by negation of all other beliefs.
Mine is because of research, and it's a conglomeration of everything that I have found out myself.
Mm-hmm.
As I said earlier, when I first started speaking, when I first came on, it's every religion has got bits right and bits wrong.
How does that prove your position?
Oh boy.
That I believe there's a God.
Mhm.
In the Bible, it says that the devil was given dominion over earth.
You just said the Bible's unreliable. Why are you quoting the Bible? What?
I don't. I'm using your own examples against you.
To prove that God exists? Oh my goodness. Okay, bro. Hey, you're right.
You're gonna let me carry on, or like?
No,
like
you're
I
right.
said,
Go ahead.
you
Go ahead. I'm
interrupt
sorry.
every
All right.
I'm sorry.
half
Yeah.
a sentence.
Mhm. Take your time. Just explain your position, your belief system.
I was trying.
Mhm.
Right. So, if God gave the devil dominion over earth, does that not therefore mean that earth is hell?
Okay.
And it is our job to try and live a good
Mhm.
life by what is morally true, morally correct, not necessarily what is written in any particular book. As I said, all religions have got bits right and bits wrong.
Yeah, we show
Okay.
that.
So it is
So can
our
I-
job
can I
to
interject?
try and
Okay.
live by what is actually true and correct
Mhm.
and will help us to not
Okay.
end up here.
Okay, gotcha. I think I understand your position. So, what would be the epistemic criteria to justify what parts of the Bible are true, what parts of this Bible is true? Like, what would be the epistemic criteria to distinguish between true and falsities?
Well, that's the difficult bit, because it's about going back to as early as you can before it started getting twisted, and then
That's a
finding out
fallacy.
and then finding
Hold on, let me
out
finish.
and then finding out which bits got removed or revised,
Mhm.
and examining why those bits got removed or
Mhm.
revised.
Do you have like an example of something that's been removed?
Book of Enoch,
I knew
Book
it.
of the
I literally
Watchers.
knew
Yeah, we'll start
Yeah.
with those two.
Book of Enoch. Do you think it was written by Enoch?
I don't know.
It
wasn't
wasn't.
there.
It's a scholarly consensus that it's
Oh,
not written by Enoch, but it's written generations after him. So that's why it would be removed from the Bible.
Okay.
So do you have an
There,
example?
there's
of another-
No,
no,
it was
there's
re- it was
no
removed
chain of
because- it was
custody
removed
from
because it has a
Enoch to
reference.
its authorship. So
No,
It's removed because it was a forgery. It
No.
has true traditions passed down.
Yeah,
right?
Jesus
But
quotes
it's-
it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, Paul quotes it.
I would say that Jesus quotes the
yeah, and Paul.
like the tradition.
Yeah, the tradition. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Mhm.
But that still wouldn't.
So like we
that wouldn't
have
prove
an
his
epistemic
position,
criteria.
though. That's what I'm.
see what I mean? I've
asking for.
hit cognitive dissonance. Eh?
We have an
Mhm.
epistemic
Notice
criteria
this?
to know what's in the Bible based off of the authority of the church to bind and loose that was given to them by Jesus. So I'm asking you, like, what would yours be? How do you know what books go into the Bible? Or whatever. You obviously don't believe in the Bible.
Oh,
but-
what do you mean? How do I decide which
No,
books
we didn't say
go into the
decide. How do you
Bible?
know the books that are in the Bible right now? Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. How do you know
yeah.
these belong in the New
I
Testament.
believe you said the
Canon.
older ones.
The older, that's a fallacy. What? Just because it's older means it's true?
That would be called a genetic fallacy.
The first
Right, that would be
version is
that
probably
would
more
cause you
So the
correct
first version
and
is always true.
accurate than everything that was revised and removed afterwards. It's pretty simple. What part of that are you having a problem understanding?
Well, you used the Book of Enoch, and I actually explained why that was removed.
But you're
It
wrong
actually
about
fits the
your
exact criteria that
explanation
you're
of it.
talking about.
Wait, you
The
think he's
Enoch was
wrong
not
about
written by
that?
About
Enoch.
your explanation of it.
Enoch was not written by Enoch. You know that, right?
Your explanation of why it was removed is incorrect.
Okay, tell us
Wait,
the
hold
right
on.
one. Tell us the right one.
Do you think
It's
Enoch was written by
removed
Enoch?
because it challenges the concept
No.
of there being
Wow.
anything else out there.
Jesus quotes traditions that are in the Book of Enoch. The Book of Enoch's just not authoritatively binding.
Yeah,
But if I read the Book of Enoch, I'm sure I'd agree with like 90% of it.
exactly. The scare. Here's the scary
What do you
thing.
mean exactly? You just said
Don't get me wrong about this part. Other people have tried to say that the Book of Enoch is actually proof of there being aliens. Like the chariot
Oh my
that he got
goodness.
taken up to the sky was actually a spaceship.
Okay, I
and
don't
he
want to
went
be
up and met
disrespectful.
aliens.
I don't wanna be
I'm not kidding.
disrespectful.
Hey, I said I don't believe this bit, but this is one of the reasons that it got removed.
You believe
Because
modern
people
science,
were
right?
trying to interpret it as the fact that the chariot that took him up to space was a spaceship that took him up to another planet.
This guy's like a Billy
This is
Carson.
part of why the Book of Enoch got removed.
So look. I don't
Well,
want
that's
to be
not why. I
disrespectful.
just
No,
told
it's
you why.
not. What?
So look, I don't want to be disrespectful. J. Will, you was cooking. And
Uh-huh.
I thank you
Now,
for
don't
cooking.
say I'm cooking,
But
bitch. You
but-
fucking doing nothing but
I'm gonna
cognitive
be honest.
dissonance.
Can we
This
engage
dude cooking
with
crack.
Can we engage with Nitty, please?
Oh,
Like this
shit.
guy's alone. Like please, can we engage with Nitty? This guy's lunatic, Looney Tunes. He's out to lunch. No.
Try
Aliens-
harder.
Why am I Looney
Dude,
Tunes?
try
Hold
harder,
on, hold
man.
on.
You're an angel.
I'm actually
Prove me
agreeing
wrong.
you with about a. Oh,
No,
you said
Nitty, I didn't say
DK
he's
him.
Looney
He's
Looney
Tunes.
talking
Tunes.
to
I
him.
said this other guy is Looney Tunes.
Oh,
wouldn't
yeah,
be-
I'm
DK,
agreeing
you-
with you about a bunch of stuff. So I'm like,
DK,
No,
you can continue if you can give me the epistemic criteria of why Enoch should be like authoritatively binding.
I don't think anything should be authoritative.
Wait,
It should
hold on.
be- no,
Is
it
that a
should
normative
be
claim?
educational,
Is what you're
No,
saying
it
a
should
normative
be
claim? Is that
educational.
authoritatively
I knew
binding?
that was coming.
not authoritative. See, once you say authoritative, you are now saying religion needs to dictate.
No, all
So
I'm saying
then
is
we
it's like a
shouldn't listen to you
normative.
then.
No,
See
all
what I
I'm
mean?
saying.
Now you've
That's
just
not
brought it
what
back
I'm
to
saying.
what I
All I'm
said.
saying
The
is that
religion
it should
is
be like a
control.
normative sense. That's all
Well
I'm saying.
done.
Has nothing
He
to
went
do with
full
like religion.
circle.
So
You better-
so DK, you just destroyed
Counterdox, just
yourself.
kick this guy.
You better
You're
keep your
making
school
normative
doors
claims
shut,
right now
man.
by saying we shouldn't have authority. That would be a
Let me-
normative authoritative claim.
You better,
Chat, because the chat is loving this. Give me a second.
you better keep them school doors shut, boy.
So DK, you just destroyed yourself because if nothing's authoritative, so then you're telling us that Enoch should be in the Bible. Is that authoritative or no? We shouldn't
By
listen to that.
by vibes. It should be in the
No,
Bible
it's
by vibes.
educational. No,
Oh, it's educational, guys. It's
educational,
PBS
not
kids.
authoritative.
You're right.
It being
My fault.
educational, is that a normative
I'm
sense?
not the one who
Is that
removed
authority?
it from the Bible. I'm saying it should still
wasn't
be
removed.
there, so you've
It was
got
never in the
more
Bible.
to
Book should
actually
be in
learn
Bible
from.
by
It
vibes.
was never in the Bible.
Yeah, it was.
You're asserting it was in the Bible and it was
How
removed.
can it be removed from the Bible
It
and
wasn't.
then
Not
yet
removed.
at the
It was
same
never
time
removed.
never have been in the Bible?
The Bible wasn't canonized till the 4th century. It was never
Ah,
removed.
so someone else had to decide what they thought was true.
Nitty, can
and
we engage,
what they
please,
were
bro?
allowing
Please save
the
me.
people
Nah, this is good for
to
Counterbox to
actually
stream,
read.
though. Unfortunately,
Oh,
this is
yeah,
good.
okay, yeah, no, I'm completely wrong. My bad.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so do you do concede then that?
No, I'm deciding that you're an idiot.
Wait, so why? So the book
I don't
of
think any of this panel are
Enoch
idiots.
should
but-
be
Well, maybe.
educational.
Everyone wants to kick me. Fuck yous.
Wait, is the book of Enoch educational and non-authoritative?
He's not going to answer the question. He won't answer
DK,
that question.
is the Book of Enoch just educational, non-authoritative?
Yes.
We agree.
Yay, good job. So you just destroyed your position. Next.
No, I always said
Next.
it was only educational.
No, not doing
No,
this. Nope.
you were the one who
Nope.
said, should it be authoritative? And I said, no. I said it should be educational. Stop trying to project yourself onto what I've said. You're the one that's completely going the wrong way about
Yo,
all
can
of it
you give me a
and trying to
justification for your-
actually put it on to me.
Yo, look
No,
at the
man, I
poll,
said
bro.
that right from the start.
How do you have
I said
logic?
things
Can you tell me how
were
you have logic?
removed.
Can you tell me how you have logic without going to the Bible? How do you have logic?
How do I have logic?
Yes.
It's called the ability to think for myself.
Well, he cooked me, guys. I lost. Well, gotta hold that. Well,
Sorry.
Yep, you think, therefore you are. All right.
So we all agree Book of Enoch shouldn't be in the Bible then?
Agree.
All right, let me
Who's
look at the
laughing
poll,
at
guys.
Wait, DK
I
Spears, you're
understand
quiet. I
Orthodox
want you to
thing.
answer
I'm
that
glad this is
question.
live. This is gonna be good content. Oh my gosh.
DK Spears, I want you to answer that question. You're quiet. So, do you agree that Enoch shouldn't be in the Bible?
No.
Wow. All right. So, Nitty, can we
You said shouldn't.
Like,
All right.
You said shouldn't.
I'm about
No.
to-
He said shouldn't be
Yes.
in the Bible. And I said no. He didn't
Atheist,
say
I don't
should.
think it should be in the
He
canonical.
said
scripture.
shouldn't be in the Bible. And I said no. Keep that in mind. Yeah. Don't let him twist that round. He was trying to make it.
So Enoch should
that
be in the
I would
Bible.
trip
All
up.
right.
No,
So
no.
how do you know?
It's
okay,
now a double negative.
Bro, he's
I
not
think
gonna
it should
answer
be.
anything.
Okay,
bro.
okay, I get it. Yeah,
How do you know
I did
that
misinterpret
Enoch
the
should be
Don't
Bible.
try and trip me up like that. You're just being.
How do you
a bitch now.
know?
No,
How do
genuinely,
you
when it
know
comes
it
to
should be in
double
the Bible?
negatives, bro, like genuinely, I'm like
Looks
autistic.
like Adam Green. What's the dude?
How do you know it should be in the Bible? How do you know Enoch should be in the Bible? How do you know this? How?
No,
You
he
mean
agrees it
how
shouldn't
do
be.
I know it should be?
Yeah.
The fact that how many is it? There's
Oh, of course, the poll 50-50.
over a dozen books that were removed from the Bible because once, as you keep saying, it wasn't canonized yet. Once they did that, they decided what shit they were
There's more
removing.
to it than
Bro, how do
that.
you know it was in the Bible in the first place? We've been trying to ask
It
you.
was, yes. It
How do you
was.
know that?
Can you give me the
Oh.
codex that it was in?
Yeah, give a single
Go and
codex.
look at
Say
some
it
of the
in there, man.
earlier Bibles that are hidden in the Vatican tombs.
Wait, can you
Vatican.
give me the codex?
We're not
Yeah.
Roman Catholics,
That's a
dude.
conspiracy Catholic theory.
Oh,
Oh, there we go. Ethiopian Orthodox have Enoch in their canon. Thank you.
We know this fits your argument.
Yeah.
Sir, listen. We're not Orientals, brother. That did not do anything at all. You
Dude,
didn't
you're
cook
not
us.
Oriental.
Well, on top of that, like
Like,
it
hang on.
wasn't
Have
accepted.
you seen the counterdocs? Like, what do you mean we're
It
not
wasn't
Oriental?
accepted by
stupid
Second
that
Temple
he thought
Jews as
we
a
were
normative,
We're talking
like
about-
authoritative
Oriental.
scripture. Duh.
We're
all Orientals.
Sorry,
He's so
counterdocs,
wrong.
you're not Oriental, bro.
Dude, dude.
Oh my goodness, bro.
DK Spiracy, you seriously need to read scriptural history
This is just
and like
going so sideways.
identification
It's
of
not
what
funny.
appears
See
in
what I mean when
codices.
cognitive dissonance kicks in?
DK Spiracy.
Suddenly
Wait,
they
hold on,
make
hold on, hold on,
every
hold on.
excuse under the sun
So
for
what?
everything they say to be true. Well, like,
Okay, so
holy
look,
crap.
stop
Discrediting
schizoranting. Stop schizoranting. So when I
people.
said Oriental, you thought I was talking about race? You thought I was talking about Asians?
You did. You just did.
So you thought I was talking about Asians?
So you don't even know
You
Oriental
just did.
Orthodox is. You don't know
Yes,
scriptural
that's
history.
exactly what you said.
Yeah, you
Oh
can't
my
make this
God.
up. You can't make this
I
up.
hate it when agnostics
That
are
is
like,
exactly what
you
you
like
just said.
Yeah, you can't make this up.
All right, DK. Thank
No.
you for coming.
Wow.
We'll get you on
Like,
another time.
just wow.
You can't make this up. So
Like,
Oriental
Right.
literally-
Orthodox.
Just let him make it up, eh? He'll make it up as
DK,
he goes along.
So
if you're gonna
Alright,
be
we'll have
Christians,
this
like
conversation another
get
time.
don't
Thanks for
Dunning Kruger
calling.
yourself.
Yeah, we gotta have a talk with Nettie, but thanks for calling in, man. You have a good one.
Seriously. Like if
Oriental
you respect
Orthodox, man.
if you respect like modern Christian beliefs, like know some shit.
No, that was hilarious.
That was good for clips, bro. That's going all over my TikTok, bro.
Yeah, you
I
have to
would
do
make
that.
clips out of that. Like
Oh, you can clip that.
Oriental
might.
Orthodox, man.
Yeah,
That
well,
means
the Oriental Orthodox is
Japanese
different.
Orthodox. That's what I was talking about, guys. That Korean Orthodox. That's what I meant.
Yeah, confidently wrong.
All the frames.
Bro, that was crazy. Though. Okay, listen. Who's that? Who's the Protestant barking? The Healing Flow.
chat?
Hey, the chat is right there.
Come
You-
on.
I'm sorry, Nitty. I didn't mean to exclude you, bro. it was
No,
too
it's fine.
freaking-
That was hilarious to me. Like
Yeah,
I
Mike-
understand enough about the adoption of canonical scriptures and like the tradition of authoritative text transmission. Like does not include Enoch for very specific reasons. So like
That guy was a loon, and honestly, he was on drugs.
All right,
Where did you even
so
find
DK
that?
John, let's-
I don't think he was on drugs, but like
No, that guy was on drugs.
he just didn't know stuff, and that's okay. Like that's how people are.
All right, DK in the chat says it's okay. It's on my Rumble channel. This racist anti-Oriental motherfucker showed him to be a fake ass.
That doesn't mean you're anti-Oriental. Like, come on, dude.
Wow, he really
Like, I don't think a single thing you guys said was anti-Oriental or racist. Like, and I was
so look,
sitting through the whole
Nitty.
conversation, so
Look, Nitty. He's stupid. So Nitty, he
Yeah.
confused Oriental with the race in Oriental
know.
Orthodox, which
Yeah,
is
Orthodox
Coptic,
Oriental is,
Syriac.
ridiculous.
He confused that because he's retarded.
Sad.
So yeah.
I wouldn't say retarded, just uninformed. Like, I don't like saying
It's
that.
really
low
hard
IQ,
not to make the
so.
case that he's retarded. It's really hard.
And he's drunk and he's low IQ. He's probably an atheist. No offense, he's like an atheist agnostic, so doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah,
I will hold on just to like shed some light. Like he seems chill, like in a non-debate sense. Like I'd hang out with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, he was cool in the beginning. He
Have
was.
a smoke or
He
a
was such a
barbecue
weirdo.
with him.
But man, he's a loon. Like he. Let's be honest, he's a loon, right? So
He probably makes some good ass barbecue though. I'll say that.
probably. I mean, he's in Australia, so I don't know what they make over there, like
Wait till I got the
kangaroos and shit. I
munchies,
don't
bro.
know.
Can artards make good barbecue? That's the question.
I don't know if I'd eat it.
Absolutely,
being
can't
honest.
justify the barbecue.
Being honest. I don't know if I eat that.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
so Nitty,
What's up?
if you don't
Yeah.
mind, what do you believe about the world? What do you believe? What's your worldview?
What do you mean by that?
Like, what
Like,
what do you hold
do you have a
to? Are
specific? I'm just not convinced that any gods exist. How about
Oh,
that?
so you're an atheist?
Yeah, I'm a functional atheist. Yeah.
Okay. So are you a materialist or whatever? What are you?
I only experience the world in material terms.
So,
So,
yeah.
like, I'm not sure what else you would want.
So like
to
you
answer
get
there.
all your knowledge through sense data.
I mean, don't you?
So your answer would be yes.
Yeah, but like, okay, that's whataboutism, right? Would you kind of call me
No,
out for that?
no, that was actually what about it because I asked you a question first. So
Sure. Yeah.
So
It was more
So
than two
yes.
questions.
How about
It wasn't-
yes? I'll just
So-
answer yes.
Super
okay, so in the proposition, all knowledge comes through sense data. Does that right there, that proposition, do you come to that through sense data?
Yeah, sure.
So you just affirmed the contradiction.
What do you mean a contradiction?
All knowledge comes through sense data, but that proposition is not sense data.
Dude said arguing with an NPC. Yeah, okay.
Sure, it is. Why
was-
isn't that proposition sense data?
He said it
Propositions
was
are
sense
In,
data.
in your
That's-
sorry. No, everyone. I want Arrow to explain to me why that's a contradiction.
The proposition, the sentence, right? That's not sense data.
Why is that not sense data?
Okay, so what would that be? Would that be hearing, touching, smelling? Can you tell me what is
It's
that?
hearing and processing through another.
So
what you would call
so
human
sentences
cognition.
are sounds, is what you
Mhm.
just said.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So anybody else want to engage with him? Because I don't know what to say about that.
I don't know. It's a vicious
Well,
circle.
I wouldn't
don't
use,
think he
yeah, I
would.
wouldn't use that argument.
I don't think he would understand.
No, I
that
understand
immediately.
it's circular. Like any worldview is generally circular. at
No,
its
but you don't
base,
understand. You
right?
said
Why?
sentences is the same as sound. That's what you
Right.
said.
Yeah. What else is
you
a
think
communicated
language
statement
equals
other
sound?
than sound?
So you think language equals sound?
Yeah. Human
Okay, so
utterances
so
are
hold on. So somebody who's
through
deaf and I
sound.
do sign language. Is that sound?
That'd be sight.
Okay. So that's a good pushback, right? Can a meaningful thing be communicated through something other than sound? Okay. Well, let's say I just say
That's not
yes.
the point I was. That's not
Okay,
the point. You don't
sorry.
understand.
Go ahead.
The proposition, the sentence, all knowledge comes through sense data. That proposition or that sentence is not sound, right? I don't know why I have to explain that to you, but it's not sound, right?
You mean
That's a sentence. That's language. That has nothing to do with sound or sense data.
so you don't mean sound as in like actual like auditory,
Like when you speak, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so sentences are different than sound. I don't know why I have to explain that to you, but
No, I would say they're equivalent. I would say that like the auditory, like the waves of what you're emitting are equivalent to what you're putting into my ears.
So the only way
and
you
my
can
cognition.
communicate, so the only way you can communicate is through sound. That's it.
No, that's not what I said.
Okay, so when you're dealing with language, right? It's not sound. It's more than just sound, right?
There's different mediums to communicate a thing. Sorry, then
it doesn't equal
wrong.
sound. So then it doesn't equal sound, then, right?
Right. So there are different mediums.
Do you know what
I'll grant you there's different.
Is? Do you know what a proposition is?
Right. It's a presentation of an idea. Right. Is an idea good or a knowledge claim that someone else has to engage with?
Okay, so let's go with idea. Is an idea sound? Is that sound? Is that equal to sound?
No, I think that actually I'll just grant you that it can be transmitted through different mediums.
Oh my goodness. Okay. I think the confusion here's the confusion. You're thinking that because we use sound to communicate sentences, therefore sentences equals sound. You understand that does not follow, right?
What are you saying is sound? Can we not equivocate what sound means?
So what you're saying is sentences only mean sound. That's it. It equals sound. That's it.
What do you mean by sound? Auditory waves throughout like air?
There's only
into
one
my
meaning
ears?
of sound, brother. There's not 50 different meanings of sound.
No, yes, there is. There's sound as in logically valid, or as
does that fit in this context?
Waves.
Does that fit in this context? So obviously we're talking about one type of sound, right?
If you mean sound by the first definition I gave, then no, then that's wrong.
Okay, so then that would show that. Is somebody calling my name? Sorry, somebody else trying to talk.
Chill for a second. I need to.
No, not necessarily. A claim can be made over a transmission through a medium that's not consistent with what someone else would claim.
Okay, hold on,
their
Errol.
Experience.
Yes, brother.
Feeling Flow 7166. This is an open channel debate. It's not for you to yap in the comment section. If you have an objection, you're welcome to call in. If not, you're getting muted. Okay, it's not for you to yap in the freaking chat. Sorry, guys. Go ahead.
Yeah, if he's scared, dude, like block him. Like if he doesn't want to call,
he doesn't want to call in and challenge.
Yeah, that guy's a coward. But yeah, okay. So do you understand that sentences doesn't equal sound, right? So we get that, right? Language doesn't.
So So sorry. Let me communicate back to you what I think you're saying right now. A transmission through any medium is not necessarily.
We're not talking about use, brother. We're not talking about use. So just because something something exists. So sentences exist. We're not talking about how we use the sentence. We're not talking about how we communicate the sentence. That's not what we're talking about.
Right.
We're talking about the sentence itself. That's not sound.
So someone can make someone can communicate something that is not logically coherent or in correspondence to reality.
It's like going way over your head. Okay, so
no, like re-explain
let me help you out.
using a different word. Then
let me help you out. So you have a pencil. There's a pencil, right?
Okay.
That's different. Okay, so the pencil itself existing is different than me using the pencil to write, right? You don't say pencils equal writing, right?
No, of course not.
Okay, so sentences exist by themselves, right?
No.
Okay, so you're saying sentences equal sound.
Jay, well, I think you could explain
So
it.
what are you saying is sound? Auditory communication or sound
Brother, you're
as in
confusing
a
use
different medium?
with you're confusing use with ontology. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so
Sentences
you're saying
exist on their
sound
own
as
without
in
having to
having
communicate the
an
sentence.
equal sorry. You're saying sound as having an equal existence to what is present in a reality, to what
No,
people
that's
experience.
not, brother. Oh my goodness.
Then what are you saying?
Okay, you're confusing use with ontology. So sentences exist. You're confusing that with because we communicate sentences, they equal the same thing. Sound and sentences, they're the same thing because we talk. It's because we're talking, therefore sentences are sound. That's the mistake you're making.
So okay. So since I'm communicating through anything, that has an ontological basis. You're saying
Oh
that
boy, I'm
I'm
about to,
saying those are equal?
brother. You just
Loki,
said
I'm
they were
lost
equal.
too, dude.
You
Do you think
said they were
sentences
equal.
have like ontology? Just to clarify.
Bro, you said they were equal like 3 times
See,
earlier.
I'm not the insane one. This
No,
apologetic
you said they
Christian
were
is
equal.
saying that
Bro,
they're
we can
lost.
run this. No, hold on, no, because I don't play games.
Oh,
We're gonna
I'm
run
not
this
playing
stream back.
games.
We're gonna run
Are
this
you
stream back.
equivocating or something? Like
We're gonna run this
here,
stream back.
pause.
3
Pause.
different
I'm gonna
times.
shut arrow.
3 different times you said
Arrow.
sound equals sentences.
Arrow, stop.
I think Jay
Stop,
Will
stop,
could
stop.
explain it. I
Please.
think
Jay Will, I want to hear where you are in this conversation. Because you said that you're lost. So if you're not the only one, tell me what you understand Arrow is saying.
Well, I guess it's kind of ambiguous. It depends on like the presupposition to the argument. Is it like an Aristotelian, scholastic type of definition?
No,
like
it's just a basic. It's a basic contradiction. The sentence itself, the proposition itself, all sense data is through. All knowledge is through sense data. That proposition itself is not through sense data.
Yeah, so
if
it's like
that
the sentence itself is like an abstract concept that we'd have to ground. Is that the argument?
Right. That's exactly. So how do you know that sentence is known through sense data? That's what I'm saying. And he's saying, well, that sentence is equal to sound because we communicated. And he tried to backtrack when he realized, oh, that sounds really stupid. That's why I was going to play the clip of him saying it.
Well, that's why I was saying that you can experience something through sense data that is not merely it could be hands, it could be the words on a page.
Okay,
like I'll
so
just
that
grant you all of that.
The question would have to shift to like, is abstract thoughts, is that like an actual like ontological reality, and can we ground that?
And that's what I was saying. I was asking you if a sentence, or sorry, let me rephrase it. Is a proposition require ontological grounding? Is that what you're saying?
Well, yes, you use sentences, don't you?
Thank you. See, that I do understand. I'm trying to track. We're just equivocating on the word sound.
I get what Arrow was
If
kinda
you would
saying.
have said proposition,
You get where
then I
I'm
would have
coming from now?
shifted. Yeah, of course.
Okay, so the sentence itself, right? So obviously, when you use sentences to make arguments, right? So you still have to ground that sentence, right? Because if not, then you have no basis to even say that the Bible is false, Christianity is false. You can't argue because you have to use sentences to argue, right?
So I would just disagree that sentences possess or can have some origination or relationship to something outside of experience.
Okay.
Like I don't know how you would demonstrate that. Can you demonstrate that like
How can I
what we're
demonstrate
communicating right now has some relationship to something external to us?
Well, there's reason, right? Do we have reason? I mean, if you don't believe in reason, then I don't know what to.
I mean, that's what we label the process. So do you want me to just cut to the chase?
Well, I would like you to answer the question, yes.
Well, yeah, I believe we have reason.
No, not that question. I'm meaning the sentence itself. How do that sentence through sense data? How do you know that sentence through sense data?
Our
How do you
consensual
know
agreement
that sentence is like true through sense data? How do you know that?
our consensual agreement that aligns with human experience.
Yeah, and my consensual agreement that aligns with human experience that God exists, his Orthodox church is the true church, and that you should get baptized. So, you want to be an Orthodox Christian?
No, that's where I would
well, I'm just
disagree
using
with
what
you
you
and say that
used against
proposition
me.
is false.
Yeah.
No, but I'm just using what you use.
Yeah.
I'm just saying the same thing you said. That's all I'm saying.
Mhm.
So if you deny
Right.
it, then I deny
But
it.
But I don't share that agreement. So now what do we do?
What you just said. You said
Mhm.
how you grounded that sentence being known through sense data. You said that's because that's what is known through.
So would you say that when I propose that I don't think that thing is like true
grounded
or
through
whatever?
sense data?
Yeah, would you at least agree that we're both making some kind of truth claim?
Well, I'm not denying truth claims. I'm saying if you're saying that sentence is not known through sense data, then your whole system collapses, and that's a contradiction. Like you have to give up your system.
I wouldn't say so because you have yet to demonstrate to me that every proposition that we've made.
You said all knowledge. That's a universal, right? That's a universal claim.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's start with me granting that. Maybe I'm making a mistake here, but go ahead.
Well, that is a universal claim. But, okay. If all knowledge is known through sense data, well, the proposition, the sentence itself, would have to be known through sense data then, right?
Sure.
Okay.
Yes.
How do you,
simpler,
Mr. Nitty, how do you know that sentence itself is true through sense data? Touching, smelling. How do you know this? What's the justification?
I mean, it's an incorrigible experience to what I have as my being. Like I don't know what else to do with that.
Okay, and it's an incorrigible experience to my being that God exists and he has an Orthodox church and the Bible is true. And this Sunday you should go get baptized.
Okay.
So do you want to be an Orthodox Christian?
No.
Circle. Holy shit.
I mean, your whole
I'm not convinced that God exists. So what do we do to move me forward that God
you don't understand that that's a system level contradiction.
Yeah.
Let me summarize here. I think what he's trying to do, I think what Errol's trying to do to show you, man, is that how your standard is contradicting.
Okay, so represent to me the contradiction because clearly I'm low IQ or something.
Go ahead.
Okay, so all knowledge, all knowledge is known through sense data. Okay. The sentence itself, you just said, is not known through sense data. That's a contradiction.
No, that's not what I said. That's not what I said.
It is? Okay, wait, it is?
Yeah, the sentence itself would be
known
something we communicate through sense data. That's what you're experiencing too, right?
Wait, your answer I'm not a materialist. Your answer was hold on. Your answer was, well, that's just what's known to me as a human being. It's known to everybody. And what I gave you was, okay, it's just known to me that God exists. Do you understand that saying it's known to me is not an answer? That doesn't justify it? You know that, right?
We're just at an epistemic impasse. We're just saying
I'm not a materialist, brother.
Okay, then you're just presupposing the conclusion to your argument.
No, I'm asking for your justification for your position, and you just said
I already gave it
known
to
to me
you.
as a human. Humans.
That's an incorrigible experience of what I experience as
do you not
whatever
understand
this
that
is.
I can just say the same thing to you? Do you not
Yes, I do understand that. And then we're just at an epistemic standoff.
Can I clarify this? So that conclusion right there, that if we take this premise at its core that any knowledge claim can be justified by sense data, we're showing through like us arguing this out and coming to this conclusion, we're showing that that premise is undefendable, right? Because anybody can just say, well, it's just true because it is.
No, it's
so, but we don't agree to that proposition. We agree that through God we can know these things, right?
Exactly.
well, then you're just presupposing the
justify
conclusion
that.
that an external thing exists
You're right,
in
we
which
are.
you can try. Okay, then
So, but the
Ta-da.
argument is like a
so then we
paradigmatic
can't move
question.
forward, right?
No, we can. So the argument shows that these truth claims, if we use the materialistic like premises, that it's undefendable. But if we let's say we presuppose God, because it's a presuppositional argument, our worldview can give an account for these knowledge claims. We can ground any knowledge claim. But materialism, as you just agreed, we can't ground our
Yeah, you just said it's known to me as a human. That's your answer. As a human, that's just what we know. Do you understand that that's not a justification?
Knowledge claims are impossible.
Yes. No. That I would say that we're both making a claim as something that's incorrigible to our experience, but that's where I will just end at an epistemic impasse, that to whatever we've experienced, whatever we are convinced by is going to be our endpoint in justification.
Wait, hold on. I got a question.
You're just hold on.
Okay.
You're just going to flat disagree with me because you're already convinced that God exists.
No.
And
You're
so
not understanding. You're not understanding what's going on. The way you justified that the answer you gave was to say we just know because I'm a human. Do you understand? That's not a justification. What if you ask me, how do I know God exists? What if I told you, I just know because we're humans and that's what we all know, and religion is the most popular thing and everybody knows that God exists? What if I told you that? Would you accept that?
Well, then that would just be as circular and
thank you. There you go. That's
it would just be as circular as my worldview, right?
Okay, but we didn't do that. You did.
Yeah.
If
So
we
you're agreeing with
self-justifying
circularity in your
based on
worldview.
whatever evidentiary claim or grounding truth claim we make, right?
We're actually not evidentialists.
Yeah, we're not Roman.
Okay,
Catholic.
well, yeah. Are you presuppositional then? Like that?
Yes.
I would hold to a more Greg Bonson view. I'm not Calvinist though, but yeah, I would.
Oh, please don't be Calvinist.
Yeah, I'm not a
I
Calvinist.
almost used a bunch of explicatives there.
All
Sorry,
those
I don't
arguments
wanna
be used
mud
against
up
you,
your
Aaron,
channel.
if you were a
What was
Calvinist.
eternal circle or circles better?
So here, can I interject here?
Yeah,
wait, hold on. Can I ask a question real quick?
Who do you want to ask the question to?
No, just the panel in general.
Okay, cool.
Do you at least appreciate that I'll just own up to this stuff?
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
But I think that you don't. I think you don't understand how detrimental this is to your worldview, because if you're admitting circularity in the most foundational part of what you believe, then you understand that you can't believe materialism anymore. You have to go find something else.
See, but that's where you're making a move that's, again, presupposing your conclusion that there is something more than material, that there is to be communicated or justified, right? I'm just not going to go past that. Does anyone agree with me that I understand this at least a little bit? Like,
yeah, you definitely do.
Again,
thank
there's
you.
a crucial time for somebody to change their worldview. Right?
Yeah, it's a
So it's
paradigm
going to take him
argument.
time to consider this thing. We don't need to push him to commit to anything tonight.
Yes.
But it's just
Thank you, ORTHODOX.
But let me just end this because we got to go pretty soon.
Hey, I appreciate that.
If there's something that you want that would actually convince you to look into Christianity or Orthodoxy, what would it be? And I want everybody in the channel to give an answer.
That's a good
Sure. Do you want me to answer in the channel or while I'm on the panel still? I'm sorry.
No, I just want you to let us know that, and then we'll answer it. We'll try to answer.
So I'm not like these is it Dan Barker or like Matt Dillahunty types, which would be like freaking,
He's sleeping with the transmission right now. Yeah.
where they would say something like, well, I could experience blah blah blah, but it would be aliens. Like, I think that's just such a cop out. right?
Oh, you're
Like,
talking about Dawkins. That's what. Yeah, you're talking about Dawkins.
oh
Dawkins.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not like this infinite skeptic, right? So if I
Yeah.
personally heard or experienced something that the only attribution I could make would be to like Christ or the God of the Bible, like it's extremely likely to me that I would believe. Like, I actually know someone that was like a missionary for preaching the gospel and having people experience Christ. And I'm not the kind of person who would accept, like, I think it's in Matthew that Jesus said, that he gave the parable of,
John.
is that in John? Lazarus,
Oh.
where
Oh, John 11.
Lazarus, yeah, where Lazarus goes and engages with somebody who's experiencing, who wants like even a sip of water to have relief from the
deliverance.
Oh, you're
hellfire.
talking about Abraham's bosom. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah, sure. Like,
Yeah.
and they can't cross the chasm between
Yeah.
where that person is in paradise and, you know, Gehenna or hell or whatever.
Yeah.
And, you know, they want comfort in hell, but they don't actually want to traverse to the paradise, right? And
Right.
so, like, Jesus is is it Jesus? Well, it's like an angel, whatever. It says, like, even if someone rose from the dead and they wouldn't believe, I just
Abraham.
flat reject that. Yeah, like, even if someone rose from the dead, I would freaking believe. Like, that, no questions. Like, especially if it could only be attributed to Christ. Like, I'm done.
Oh boy.
Like, where am I at church? Now, I know that's an extreme miraculous claim, right? And it's like, Nitty, God's not your genie. Like, he's not obligated to raise your friend from the dead or something.
Yeah, blessed are those who haven't seen. That's what he says.
Well, that's a different thing, right? But certainly I'll just straight up grant that if I have some experience that can only be attributed to Christ and the God of the Bible, I'll just, bam, I'm at church. I'm not some Dan Barker, you know, Matt Dillahunty, Dawkins type that'll just, oh, it's aliens. Like, that's some really dick-headed aliens, let's be honest.
Can I say one thing real quick though?
Yeah.
What if, you know what? Let's do this. Hold on. We're gonna end the panel tonight. But thank you guys for coming. But before we do that, Errol, just three of you give your answer to that, and then we'll end it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna make this real quick. I'm gonna keep it like 30 seconds. So you're saying that if God shows some type of evidence, you would immediately join a church the next day. What if God?
It's extreme. Yeah.
If it's extreme, okay, so now you're adding to that, but it's fine. What if God uses this panel to actually show that, hey, what you're believing right now doesn't make any sense? You should probably head over into my direction. You ever thought about that?
Absolutely. Like, I've listened to Jay Dyer, made by Jim Bob and stuff, make like orthodox and presuppositional arguments. Currently, they're not convincing me. So, like, if there's something else that is out there and God wants to present it to me, I'm open. Like, I'm not like that. I really hope that I don't come off like the cosmic skeptic, or what's his name? Alex,
you're good.
Whatever.
No, you're right. Cosmic skeptic.
Yeah. I really hope don't come off like that, because I honestly think that there is something that I could interact with, experience. You know, I've been actually, because Jim Bob and Dyer have said, like, go to liturgy, like, I've been a punk and haven't done it. And honestly, I will be just blunt. Like, I really need to do that to just really see what you're claiming, if it's true, if you experience something transcendental.
Mm-hmm.
Is that fair?
That is fair, but it's what I'll say to that, it's like the reason why we use tag and like and presup, it's because, and why people are like, oh, this is not very convincing. And we understand that because most people in the West, grew up in this evidentialist worldview, that they have this evidential standard for everything as proof, but again, when we talk about metaphysical things that really can't be examined under the scope, we have to take a different approach. And I understand that approach is not always, apparent or easy for people to grasp. That's why we give people time. We don't force anybody to accept any sort of beliefs. That's why we appreciate you come on tonight, and you're always welcome on this channel.
Thank you.
With that said, yeah, J. Will, IT, you guys have anything?
Yeah. You said if someone rose from the dead, you would become Christian, right?
Yeah. Well, if you're gonna
boy.
say Jesus,
So I got a
then...
book for you, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, buddy.
Yeah, I've read it. I used to actually. I have a Bible right here. Actually, I used to preach it, teach it to other people, so I get it. Like, I really, honestly get it.
Oh,
like,
that's
I
why
was
you're
very
atheist now?
sincerely.
You're a
Oh
Protestant,
Jesus,
weren't you?
because I was a Protestant,
Yeah,
non-denominational
there you
leaning
go. That's
person.
why.
Yeah. I get it.
Yeah.
I hear that a lot. It's an atheist factory, right? Protestantism is an atheist factory.
Yeah. I mean, I guess
I've heard that before.
I would just say, you still have an open heart, just keep searching. I mean, to get in the church, it's about grace first, right? So that's all it is.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean,
Do you mind giving your name, or because I want to pray for you? Do you mind giving your name? If you don't want to, it's fine. You don't have to.
Do you want my full name so you can write it?
No,
in
no,
the
just first
document,
name. No,
or-
no.
you're not trying to
No.
dox anybody.
I'm not a fed, bro. I'm not a.
Nitty will confess Christ and then die of a heart attack. No, you can call me Nick. That's fine.
Okay.
It's a combination of my first and last name, but
Okay.
yeah, you can call me Nick. That's fine.
All right,
Yeah,
cool.
I'll definitely
That's
pray for
fine.
Nicky D.
Anybody got anything else before we get out of here?
Nope.
Last thing I'll say is, look, just keep an open mind, go to liturgy, and one thing I really wish you would do is just look at internal contradictions. If the Bible contradicts, you would think Christianity is not true. The Bible contradicts. If your worldview contradicts, I'm not saying therefore Christianity, right? But
You're right.
if
Yeah.
your worldview contradicts, and I believe I showed that it contradicts, you didn't have a justification for it, I think you should at least minimum just think about it. That's it. Just think about it. Just, okay, if I can't solve this one question about materialism, should I even believe it? Because you would do that about the Bible. So that's all I have to say.
All right, well, thank you guys for coming.
Thank you, ORTHODOX.
What's funny is that this whole thing started on a freaking premiere that I did about a Roman Catholic church. And then everybody's like, you should go stream because Nikolai's not streaming. I was like, all right, well, I'm going to test out StreamYard. And everybody came in. Thank you guys for all who came.
Thank you.
Again, the bet is still on. If JP Uncircumcised go on to, what's his name, Modern Day Debate Alex, I win. You don't get an icon.
No way.
Now,
that
if he
happens.
does go,
Monetize?
which I think
You are.
I am monetized, but I think if he does go, just letting you know, if he does go, it is worse than anything he could do in his life because that is the end of his career. Okay, but if he does go, we're gonna do an icon giveaway. With that said, thank you all for coming. God bless you all. Thank you all for coming
Wait,
on.
can I say one thing really quick?
Go ahead.
I extremely appreciate an Orthodox panel that doesn't resort to like slurs or like, denigrating their interlocutor. So thank you so much.
Of course.
What? We're
Highly
the mean
respect
ortho
you.
bros, though. What? That's
Well, you haven't been here
crazy.
long
Yeah, well,
enough.
Shit.
Are almost never going to be like that. The reason why you see this online is because, and honestly, those people sometimes are not like that. Most of the time, I would say they're not like that too. They're only like that because like the environment is constantly hostile.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
that's why I don't do that. That's why I actually don't get along with those people. It's like
That's great.
it's necessary in a way, but it's also like personally to me, it's not good for my health. So
Can I
really
tell
don't-
you that I tune in to like The Line and like what's his nuts? Shit. Atheist Experience and stuff like that. And I honestly, when they start to gravitate towards or just engage in that behavior, I just click off and I'm like,
Yeah.
you guys, like, come on. You could do better.
the other thing is like it's online. It's
literally.
technically the show business.
It gets engagement. So
I do that stuff sometimes, but I don't mean any of the malicious stuff. But it's like it's what it is. It's a show business. So like people,
everybody knows the
truly
game,
is.
bro.
shit get heated.
Got to get 7 figures.
All right.
Like Respawn.
I will
All right.
peace out. Thank you so much, guys.
Have a good night, guys. Bye bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
God bless.